I don't know, man. A difference of one shot really could be all it takes, but we got more than enough shots here as we head into the Scamboliini versus Finesse Elphelt mirror.
A double Valentine here. All right. And I gotta say, Elphelt has some incredible colors as well. The denim one is still the best. It's still the best. Sad not to see it on the screen right now, but you know what? That's okay.
I do like that color 1 and color 2 kind of have the opposite color palettes going as well. We're going to see the anniversary DLC color coming out here for Scamboliini and Finesse on the white and pink.
Yep, and there we go. That auto-timed safe jump pressure there with the 2H OTG immediately into the Pine Berry, right? It's such a potent tool, and that's one of the things I feel like is so strong about Elphelt is that a lot of her safe jump, a lot of her pressure, it's all canned in.
Yeah, exactly. You don't really have to reinvent the wheel to get a lot of strong pressure and Oki situations off of Elphelt, right? You know, maybe in certain situations she's lacking for a little bit of damage, but when you got 50 meter behind it to super wall break, you don't need the greatest damage in the game. You just need to be able to kill.
Yeah, and it's funny because a lot of people were saying when she first came out that her damage was a little bit on the lower side, which definitely is the case for stray hits. But when she gets those setups, when she gets those clean close slash hits, she can definitely rack it up. Just as Hefty Head is racking up the months here with the Prime. Thank you so much.
Resubbing to my most watched channel of the year. Thank you for the support. We really appreciate it. Guys, check out your Twitch recap, and Scamboliini is trying to check out a way to escape from this corner. Oh, sorry, rather Finesse is, and actually gets rebound shotted to the other side of the screen. We're, I don't know, we're playing an interesting game here with the laser guns, but gets baited out on the burst for Scamboliini to take game number 1.
Yeah, Finesse was trying to finesse their way in, but got caught by the gunshot there, coming from behind. Very strong starting. I like that we're seeing these players experiment with Elphelt. You know, sometimes when we get new characters drop, we don't see them until a few weeks later. But I think Elphelt, right off the bat, is already so strong, just an easy to pick up and play and do well with, that's why we're already seeing her, just like we're seeing Scatterbrains coming through with the Prime. Thank you all so much for the support tonight. Tons of subs already. We appreciate all of you.
Hell yeah, thank you so much for the support. We're heading into game number 2 here. There's no way they let the intros rock again, right? You know, I like the Elphelt animations just as much as you guys. Don't get me wrong, but we got more action to go. Maybe they're taking a second to breathe, right? They're
nah,
thinking,
they'll do
okay,
anything just to watch Elphelt, all right?
Talk about girl power. So true, bestie.
Magical Eddventure. Working
woman of wonder. That is so godlike. I actually have not seen the full intro of the mirror. All right, heading into it, game number 2.
All right, trying to go for that clean jump in. Starting to play this little slow game here. Spacing with the 5H is going to be really important too, right? Figuring out how long that it reaches. It's a great starter.
Yeah, it's also a huge counter poke for when you start going into the projectile wars, right? A lot of times we'll see the IAD and maybe the other Elphelt is looking for the 6P, but if you run up and space out that 5H, again, it's another option, a grounded option, to try and catch out those projectile startups.
Absolutely, and you see Scamboliini going to the sky a lot to throw out that projectile there. It does come out incredibly fast. That's one of the best parts about it. Beautiful backdash there into the close slash. Immediately keeps the pressure going with the Pineberry setup. RC.
Right, 5HH spaced out into the Bridal Express. I think you're trying to mash there, but it's a weird spacing, I think. Off of 5HH, it's like an ambiguous, you know, plus minus 1 or 2 situation there. So it's a real button for button situation here as Scamboliini takes another round.
Yeah, generally, depending on the range, you can stay safe with Bridal Express, but you gotta be careful trying to poke afterwards, right? If you want to do that, you might as well just spend the meter. And oh no! Honestly, I feel like that's one of the best parts about Elphelt. Having a close slash that spikes the opponent down from the air.
Yeah, it really stabilizes a lot of combos. And also the double dash cancel definitely doesn't hurt on the corner carry either. Another super to end it. Scamboliini is up 2-0. And guys, the screams that she has at the end of some of her moves, you know, the Rekka ender, the super that we just saw as well, and of course the round ender that you guys have seen on Twitter timeline, I'm sure. Man, she is so sick. Almost as sick as Waifu Ikaros with the Prime. Thank you so much for the support.
She's definitely got a lot of influences, you know, from Baby Metal to Agretzko to even a little bit of Poppy in there, right?
Exactly, yeah. Maybe even a little bit of Mariah Carey. You guys have heard the theme, I'm sure.
And of course, she originally was a more of a Guns N' Roses reference, but definitely I'm feeling a little bit more of that Bullet for My Valentine reference now.
Exactly. She's going a little pop punk right now.
All right, able to get caught there with the double close slash, taken to the corner. Here we go, hit him with the dive.
Man, that is so sick. Oh, we're actually going to go for the projectile Oki there. That's pretty interesting from Finesse. Maybe trying to stay right out of range of the reversal super, but that far slash is going to get you caught. Another die situation. And grab him to the 2H OTG. Gets to the Pineberry started. Tries to run up for the throw, but it's not enough.
All right, round start situation again. Scamboliini with the full burst gauge. Just immediately going for the 2S round starter.
And we're seeing a lot of the dash cancel into taking your Oki as well. Maybe not necessarily trying to cash out on the most damage from the mid screen, but you really just want to secure this positive bonus, right? It's like we were saying earlier, if you don't have meter to back up the Rekka pressure, you're not going to get a lot of damage, right? So you really need to focus on getting those resources.
And there's the OTG immediately into pressure once again. Also remember chat, for 6H is not an overhead. Don't be fooled.
It's not. You do not need to stand block it. I mean, you are going to be in a lot of blocks then. Don't get me wrong, but you don't need to stand block it. Crouch block is fine.
No, tried to go for the YRC. You had already blocked. You didn't need to go for anything crazy there.
Yeah. You were all good. The air YRC, you know, normally the grounded YRC, you're like, okay, cool. I have time to run up, do my strike throw situation. But after the air YRC, you still have to take the time to land. So it's not super advantageous for you to try and, you know, spend that 50 meter there. Might have been a misinput, but it's all good. Scamboliini still running it back here.
Wow, look at that. Going for the fully charged D, able to get close slash and 6H off of it. And look at that. Great Wizard coming through with the 10 months. Thank you so much.
A long time stuck in this corner, tries to go for the gold burst, but it's only -2. What are you supposed to do to punish? Bridal Express RC brings you all the way across the screen. Double rainbow energy, but still Finesse needs double hits to be able to try and bring this round back, and it's not enough with the throw RC for Scamboliini.
And there we go. Scamboliini taking it in a big way there.
We got Soul Bad Guy versus some May.
Yeah, Anarene up against Dillypoo to kick things off here at TNS. Hey, May's excited to see also in the round start fully charged us.
No shot, dude. You're gonna let it rock like that? The first interaction on stream, you gotta wake up the viewers a little bit. I understand.
So we haven't seen May in a while. Gotta start off with a bang there. Even after starting off that strong, Anna already spending burst. Dillypoo immediately taking control of the match. Got jump scared, but has kind of calmed those nerves.
Yeah, they tried to go for another cheeky charge dust on the wake up too. So Anarene, you know, really trying to let it rock for this first round, but it seems like Dillypoo has some more control over the situation now. The throw RC, and you got to show the clean hit HVV just to warm it up a little bit. First round over to Dillypoo.
Yeah, really.
Dude. Layers of Yomi, ununderstandable by the human brain. Anarene really just wants to force out that burst immediately, but I don't know, man. We lost the first round off of it too, so let's see if you're able to close it out here.
Look, I don't know. I think Dillypoo should just forfeit, right? I think that's it. You just give up after that. Say, all right, you know what? That's fine. You can have the set. But Dillypoo still fighting back here. Tries to go for the run-up close slash. Is going to get blown up, though, by the jumping heavy slash.
Oh, there we go. Lots of corner. No way. The third charge dust to land. Anarene is undeterred. They're like, all right, well, you know, if it works twice, let's do it 3 times. But the S-Dolphin, maybe trying to catch on something there. I don't know, but Dillypoo just going to hold on strong and bring us over to the corner.
Yeah, beautiful back throw there as well. Tries to go for the fully charged dust, but it wasn't meaty enough. Dillypoo throwing out the 3-framer there with the 5K. Gonna be able to score the wall right here with the positive bonus. Opts to hold on to the Wild Assault, though. Of course,
yeah,
the worst.
Just gonna break the wall with the gunflame.
Oh, okay. Gold burst coming through. Now remember, positive bonus does not last nearly as long anymore. I believe it is 5 seconds, right? That is the full time limit for positive bonus, which is, you know, a long time coming because positive bonus has already been such a strong tool for steamrolling your opponent. But speaking of steamrolling here, that's 2-0 right now for Mr. Soul Bad Guy.
Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, it's like you're saying, the positive bonus is a lot shorter than it used to be in the previous patch. Yes, you're getting a similar amount of meter, especially if you're able to start your offense, but the really big change there is you're not looping that situation of, oh, you use Wild Assault to break the wall, and then you get that burst back, right? So you have to be a little bit more conservative with the, you know, with the burst usage here, but alrighty.
All right, there we go. Stop short with the Bandit Revolver. He's going to get caught. Wakes up with the SDP. I like that immediately trying to go for the Bandit, for the Fafnir right afterwards, right? To keep Ana on their toes.
Yep, keeping them in the skies here, trying to zone out a little bit with the JH, but getting a little too crazy with the S Dolphins, and Dillypoo going to take full advantage. The RC to bounce you right off the wall. We saw a drop in that first game, but we are looking clean heading into game number 2.
Yeah, that is a beautiful conversion as well. Great challenge once again with the 5K. Oh, little strange conversion there, but you know what? It's all right. We're still building up enough meter to close this out. Dillypoo now going to be sitting at set point.
Yeah, and I like that micro delay on the second hit of that Bandit Revolver. You were just barely away from that 50 meters, so that patience in the heat of the moment to close it out, super strong. Now Dillypoo, no burst available though, but I don't think they're going to need it. They've just been playing so strong in the neutral against Anarene.
He gets the back throw, run up throw again. Oh, but 6P is able to hit its mark, forcing the burst there out of Ana.
Oh,
I like it.
Into the Bandit Bringer, stuck in the corner here.
Dillypoo's been so active. I mean, both of them are just they're just letting things swing here. Look at that. Immediately slides right on into the RC, but isn't quite able to get a big conversion off of it. Those situations where you drop that damage are huge for a character like Mei. And again, dropping nearly a round-winning situation, but the up dolphin is going to be enough to close it out.
Right as you were talking about it, right? Dropping that damage off of the huge counter hit. Maybe some nerves on the side of Anarene. No, and trying to pull up for the charged dust. You know you're feeling a little bit nervous, even though you close out the round. You try and get the mental back with the charged dust, but still able to hold on to the pressure here. Dillypoo trying to fight out of the corner with a Bandit Revolver RC.
Oh, and goes for a reset there with the dash cancel. I wonder if we were probably trying to get Kara HDP in that situation, and it just didn't come out. Now just one hit left away here from victory. Opts to do nothing. You know what? That's smart. Don't get caught in a scramble there with Mei, but tries to slide into the wild throw. It's not going to work out.
Oh, I think we saw a crossed up Vortex input on the way back there, but Anarene on their last legs has the gold burst. A positive bonus is not going to save you. Dillypoo is up 2-0 right now.
Yeah, what a... I thought that was 3-0. I'm not going to lie. I lost track already with how fast-paced this match was going, but it's been a really fun start so far. I really like, you know, Ana sticking to their guns. 5D's strongest soldier, right? Trying to get it off at any moment that they possibly can, whether it just be neutral 5D, round start 5D, run up 5D. They believe in it, and I respect that fully.
Neutral offense, defense. You know, I do not fear the man who's done every Mei move once. I fear the man who's done Mei 5D 1,000 times, no matter the situation. But 5D nowhere to be found right now. Gets 6 speed out of the S Dolphin, and now Anarene down a burst in this game number 3.
Yeah, but the burst is going to put Ana into the corner. Nice, able to escape there with the neutral jump JH. Remember, Mei is so scary when she's in the air with those buttons. But you have to find a way to escape from the corner here to stay in the air.
Thrown back into the corner. A huge counter hit close slash going to kill you with more than enough damage on the table. And we are on set point for Dillypoo. No way, dude. You tried to swing on it. You did the delay 6S to try and catch out a button or maybe catch out a delay walkback dolphin, but no, 5D was just waiting for you on the other side. We're tied up on the health right now, but the positioning is so strong for Dillypoo.
Yeah, I mean, 3 5Ds at round start. They finally work out. Not going to be able to bait out the burst here. Got the wall stuck. So Ana still has another opportunity with burst available. Goes for the wall assault into the fully charged 5D.
You know, you still got a decent amount of health to work through here, and you drop the ender on the dust, but if you die, at least you die a hero 50% meter and run up for the double close slash. I would burst there too, but Dillypoo closes it out with the anti-air 5P 5K.
You know, honestly, I do believe that could have swung completely differently if Ana just had the 5D combos down.
Extremely strong Geo out here on these streets, so you're running into a Titan for, you know, round 1 or round 2, but Elphelt has been a character that I think a lot of people have agreed is relatively straightforward to pilot. Like we were mentioning before, a lot of the long-range normals have some weaknesses in the neutral, but as soon as she's able to get into that effective range within the Rekka or start mixing you up with the Pine Barryoki, it is terrifying to try and get out.
Yeah, and trying to start things off with the Pineberry to flip right on in, but Crescendo checking with the 5Ps. That's the thing. You're going to see where Elphelt struggles sometime in the neutral here, and it's also going to be a check to see if Crescendo has kind of labbed how to deal with the Rekkas, right? If Elphelt starts going into the Rekkas off certain buttons, you can check it with a 6P.
Yeah, exactly. And that's when you start that RPS, right? Oh, okay, if they're trying to 6-speed before my Rekka, that's when I start frame trapping into 2H, into these heavier buttons to try and throw off their timing and get a huge counter hit. But you're going to get counter hit off of trying to use your reversal here. It's a slow reversal super, and Crescendo is not going to let you get away with it. You get one more chance at life, but the shimmy closes out round 1.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there. Elphelt also not having a reversal outside of her supers, right? Which means that she does kind of struggle to get the opponent off of her. Her P normals, crouching P and standing P, aren't exactly the strongest of the bunch, right, when it comes to range.
Yeah, exactly. They're both 5 frames, which is nice. You have a 5-frame option that hits crouchers, but that is assuming that you're close enough to hit it, right? They're pretty stubby. But hey, when you're stuck in the corner right now, range is not something you really have to worry about. QueenShiela, though, not going to go for the metered knockdown, just going to opt for the positive bonus, wait for that burst to come back up.
Yep, absolutely. There we go. Gets caught with the lows on the 2S, forced to burst. Now starting to play that shooting gallery game, but gets a little too close to Crescendo for comfort. And he's going to survive for at least one more interaction.
Almost full meter on both sides. It is so scary, but Crescendo with a BRC step dash throw to close it out. The screen freeze into the immediate like dash up jump scare. I would have got grabbed too. I'll be real with you.
I'm really curious to see how Elphelt's her projectiles are going to evolve, right? Because I've seen normally a lot of people use them as kind of a zoning tool, but when it comes to projectiles, they don't do a whole lot of damage. They honestly they just kind of tickle you, and I feel like maybe in the future we're going to see it more for set play purposes, right? Because you can get that knockdown, shoot the gun past them, and it will, of course, come back. And especially in a lot of scenarios, it's really easy to just see the gunshot come over and immediately IAD over and avoid it altogether. So I think that's going to be something that's going to be explored more down the line, because the most exciting thing for her is obviously the Rekka pressure and the Pineberry pressure.
Exactly. So whether it's, okay, I'm resetting my turn into getting another, pressure sequence, or like you're saying with the Rekka, hey, now you have to hold this high-low, and if you guess right, you have to hold it again. But I don't know, the projectile, like you're saying, not a huge zoning tool, especially against Geo right now, but she's able to just zoom her way in right past it. But for Oki, maybe we'll see some applications, but I don't think QueenShiela is going to even have a chance to put it out on the screen.
Yeah, but there's the BRC is going to get caught, tries to go into the fuzzy, but wow, a hero burst here from QueenShiela, really trying to bring things back, but there we go. Crescendo has labbed out the Rekkas. You cannot restart pressure like that for free. Crescendo has now proved that they can check it with the 5P.
Yeah, exactly. So leaving those 2 big gaps where they're able to mash out is something that's really scary as the Elphelt, because again, you don't have a lot of health. Your guts isn't the greatest in the game, so if they're guessing right on your Rekka, you're going to eat a lot of damage on that counter hit. No! And you drop the wall break as well. That's unfortunate, but QueenShiela is still quite ahead on the life lead right now.
Yeah, we just need to find a way to get out here. Nice with the 2K2D, goes for the OTG with the Pineberry, but the YRC pushes us off. And again, QueenShiela going for this reversal super, it's just going to get blocked.
100 meter down to try and start the pressure, but still, Crescendo finding these 5Ps. QueenShiela is not jailing into the Rekka like they need to.
Yeah, and that's actually, the risk reward on that is pretty decent for the defender when Elphelt doesn't have any meter, right? Why wouldn't you press? If you press and you get hit by by one of the enders, you're not taking a whole lot of damage for your troubles.
Yeah, you need that 50 meter to be able to get the confirm or the wall break, but not something QueenShiela is going to have to worry about right now because Crescendo is up 2-0.
Yeah, Crescendo looking pretty clean, really strong. Of course, remember, it has only been a few days since Elphelt came out, and while she is very strong, it's going to take time for people to get used to that character against someone like Crescendo who's been playing Geo for so long now.
Exactly. It's mastery of the character, mastery of how they want to maneuver around the screen. Yes, they're also kind of learning the matchup against this new character, right? Oh, I have to figure out defense. Where are the gaps to interrupt the Rekka? What do I do against Pineberry, etc., etc.? But when you're able to utilize the mobility and make it so that QueenShiela is having a hard time just keeping Crescendo out, they're not even able to think about, oh, how do I layer my offense? They're just trying to get that first hit started.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well said. But let's see if we can get some hits started here now on QueenShiela's side. Trying to bring things back from a 2-0 deficit. Start things off with a Pineberry. There's the Bridal Express moving on in.
Yep, 2H into the Rekka. No interrupt from Crescendo there. Maybe trying to see, okay, is QueenShiela going to try and frame trap you here? But no, we're just going straight into the Rekka. And like we were saying earlier, you need that RC to try and cash out on the positive bonus. Crescendo uses the burst.
Yeah, the Rekka is so strong that it's tempting to go immediately into it, but if you keep going for that, it's just autopiloting, right? And that is not something you can do with Elphelt against these strong players.
Nope.
Here we go.
No, the run up pitches up the backdash with that dash. Far slash, it just travels so far. You got to be careful.
Yeah, another hero burst there from QueenShiela. Now going into the final round with no burst on deck. Set point here for Crescendo. Check out
swiping at the skies. Yeah, that JS, you know, maybe trying to catch some air movement, but Crescendo is perfectly fine just staying on the ground, using a lot of these ground normals to keep QueenShiela locked down.
And remember, one of the changes that Giovanna here got is now she has simplified inputs on the follow-ups from her command dash, right? Meaning that she can be a lot more consistent throwing those out. Nice 6P.
There we go. This could be the chance that you need. No, but the counter hit close slash reset into the cross-up. Crescendo closes it out clean with a 3-0.
Yeah, really strong showing there from Crescendo. Going to be moving on in the bracket. Remember of this match coming up. More Giovanna action up against Mr. Soul. Bad guy.
Let's see it. MidiMugen versus B-Hop.
MidiMugen is a powerful name.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just thinking of Mugen from Samurai Champloo. There's no swords on the screen right now. I mean, I guess we got souls, but still powerful energy here as we head into round number 1.
It's a lighter, it's a sword, it's you know, multi-purpose. There we go. Ooh, the fast RC to score the overhead, and B-Hop starting things off with a perfect.
Dude, I looked away for a drink of water, and all of a sudden, MidiMugen's health bar immediately emptied, but they're not going to let it die on that. Starting it out with the 2D to push B-Hop over to the corner, but still having a little bit of trouble opening him up.
All right, nice with the 2S, forcing the burst there out of Mugen. I like it, just kind of stopping, waiting to see what B-Hop is going to do before going on in again with the dash far slash.
Yeah, I like it. Play a little slow to try and get some information. Oh, okay, you're Soul bad guy. You got the invincible reversal. Are you going to let it rock, or are you going to try and be a little patient on the defense? Now we pull up with a throw, RC into the super. We break the wall as well.
Yeah, B-Hop been a little passive this round, but there, finally, the SDP comes out. Might be too little too late. Midi sitting with 100 meter here. Goes for the BRC and the air throw. Next snap, next round.
I like the idea to try and go for the DP there. At least you're covering one of the RPS options. Oh, maybe if they try and go for a button to catch out my tech, then at least I'll be invul, but the grab is going to go straight on through. We're tied up on the round count, and a grab going straight through that DP again to force out the burst.
Yeah, great stuff there. Remember, even SDP still not throw invul. Nope. But we get the clean hit. Tries to go for the 5K. Doesn't get the pickup, though, but that's fine. RC's right in B-Hop's face, and B-Hop answers it with a close slash.
Yeah, we saw a little, you know, oddity on the pickup with the 5K. Supposed to be able to break the wall there, but, you know, sometimes the OTG into the scramble is all that you need. Especially when you have all that health lead, you're swinging, right? You got the Soul 3-frame Aboii buttons to make your way through.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it's time to keep that pace up here. B-Hop taking game number 1. A little bit down to the wire there at the end, but that very first round was a hot start for B-Hop. So let's see if we can try and recreate that here. First blood is going to go to Midi, though. Gets that guard crush immediately into the blue beat combo.
Double 5P into the Wild Assault. We get the meter knockdown here and the positive bonus as well. Like we mentioned before, it's a lot shorter than it used to be, so you're not getting quite as much burst off of that interaction. So MidiMugen gonna hold on to it, not gonna be greedy with the Wild Assault.
Yeah, remember, Wild Assault got some changes as well in this patch. As you can see right there, Red Wild Assault does not take nearly as much burst gauge anymore, which means it's not quite as devastating.
Yeah, it used to strip a decent amount, like, you know, somewhere between like 20 and 30%, but now, you know, 2 hits and you're already back to where you were before. Sometimes that can still be enough for the checkmate, but it's a lot scarier now. You're playing a game of inches.
Yeah, White Wild Assault might be a bit of a problem, but at least none of these characters got that. There's the roundhouse kick, sending B-Hop straight through the wall. Midi looking really clean so far. I like the patience, but does get caught by the counter hit JH.
Yeah, we saw the dash up, maybe trying to cover some ground space with the dash far slash, but B-Hop hopping and taking to the skies right now. Does not want to break the wall to bait out the super, but you still got RC behind it to get some close slash pressure.
Yeah, speaking of pressure, B-Hop tries to go for the burst to relieve some of it here, but Midi is just right back on in. Okay, there it is, 6P into the spiral arrow, and now we're tied up 1 apiece.
So I like the close slash OTG to try and get a little reset there, you know. Oh, okay, you think you're gonna continue the combo, you got one more touch. Oh, wow, I'm already getting caught out by 2S. We saw a little drop at the end there, but you're still able to close it out, and now you're tied up 1-1. So, you know, you're wiping the sweat off the forehead. You're like, okay, cool. Let me focus up for game number 3.
Yeah, just kind of got to really get comfortable with how a Soul player likes to play neutral, right? How they like to approach offense. Soul players are all very different. Some of them like to really lean in on that far slash pressure. You just got to feel it out.
We saw the Wild Assault as well to try and strip the burst, but Mugen immediately, as soon as that counter hit came out, said, all right, if you bait it, whatever, but I'm not trying to take the damage off of this counter hit starter in the corner, but trying to fight your way back out. DP for DP, and now you're still stuck on this left side of the screen.
Yep, and there's the run-up throw. B-Hop has done such a great job this round of mixing in the strike throw game, and there's the 6H planting the tombstone and ending the round.
Number 2, a quick one for B-Hop, but gonna get whiff punish on that 6P.
Oh, that's an unfortunate drop. Now your back is up against the wall. Counter hit by the Night Raid Vortex. This one's gonna hurt.
I think the route to keep the corner as well until you had that 50 meter for the Tyrant Rave. I agree. B-Hop just trying to play masterfully around the meter.
Goes for the Kara Fafnir as well, but presses a button right afterwards. Is gonna meet a spinning dog kick straight to the face here.
Ooh, Vandenberger gonna whiff right in your face, but Mugen not gonna take full advantage. Tried to hard bait the burst, but the delay on delay only gives you 1 more second to live. B-Hop is up 2-1.
I really like the idea of immediately bursting the moment that you wake up, right? It says, no, I'm not gonna burst. I know you're thinking about it, but you won't expect this one.
Exactly. You show them that you have the burst discipline. Yeah, I can eat a counter hit combo. I'm cool. I can live with my mistakes. And then a single 2K lands, you're like, no. Actually, I take it back. I want to live.
Let's see if we can keep our life up, though. We only have 1 more left to give here in this match. There we go.
A counter hit 2D already forcing out the burst, but still B-Hop off of these post-burst interactions, just running up so brave with the far slash.
Oh no, there we go. With DP, this time Midi is going to be able to get the full confirm, and look at that devastating damage. That's redemption right there. But now the score is immediately even.
Yeah, trying to put the Gunflame out in the middle of the screen, just seeing, okay, Mugen, I know you like the 2D. Let me see if you swing into the projectile here, but no, just swinging all the way to the other corner. Throw RC should be more than enough to kill here.
Very nice. Again, 1 more round to tie things up and take it to a game 5 here. B-Hop does have a little bit more of that burst gauge available, so access to Wild Assault and soon a get out of jail free card. And we're definitely going to have to use that if we can't get out otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. Just trying to keep it safe, right? 214K. Wait to see if B-Hop takes their turn back, but if not, go for the 5K. And if not, go for the dive kick to break the wall here. You are so up on the life lead.
I like it. Back up. Just try to give B-Hop enough room here to overextend, but you're the one who ends up overextending. There's the wild throw. Duffed right into the corner. Closes the distance.
Well, you're on the other side. No, but that actually just means the wild throw puts you all the way back into the corner. Wild assault to bring you right back into range. The Kara command grab question mark. No! B-Hop, what's going on here?
Yeah, what in the world was that decision? Were we trying to catch MidiMugen popping off the wall, or possibly catch them in the slump?
I don't know. Maybe trying to go for some crazy reset tech there, or, you know, even it was just the heat of the moment panic, or, you know, maybe inspired by the Umi Show channel point reward. Redeem said, all right, you know, I got to use the command grab at some point. Maybe they're streaming too, and they added that as a reward. It's hard to say until we ask, but that is going to bring us over to a game number 5.
Yeah, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Sad to see, though. That was your moment to close it out there with just a Tyrant Rave. But you know that MidiMugen is feeling a sigh of relief after that one. Gets 1 more opportunity here.
Exactly. You're down to burst, but still playing it a little patient, right outside of the range of that SDP, but a little too far to punish.
All right, backs up against the wall. Does get checked by the low here. Gonna go for the RC to get that wall break. No, we want to hold on to the wall. All right, B-Hop.
Damn, the walk back shimmy. I don't need to break the glass until I know it's going to kill, and we're on set point for B-Hop. Yep, Wild Assault into the faint Gunflame Wild Throw, but gonna use that 50 meter for the deflect shield. You're trying to stay at this mid-range where Geo can just stay right outside of Soul's pokes.
Absolutely. But tries to go for the reversal super. A bit of a Hail Mary here. And that... Hold up. Let's see the routing on this. Could be it. Absolutely. No, we dropped it! Okay.
All good. It happens. We can call it a drop. We can call it a reset. But all we know is that that super, the prayers went unanswered, and B-Hop moves on 3-2.
RedIamNot is feeling real good about these Goldlewis buffs. I don't know why they gave him buffs, but
I know 268 got a little bit of consistency lost on it, but White Wild Assault changes definitely not something to scoff at here. I forget who it was. I think someone was asking Gobo, oh, how are you feeling about Goldlewis this match? And he was like, yeah, with the presence of White Wild Assault, there is not anything I could consider to call neutral. I was like, that is a crazy way to say it. But HonoredOgre also does not want to play the neutral right now, just wants to keep RedIamNot locked down with the Chipp positive bonus, and with the RC behind it, should be enough to kill here with the wall break.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do against a character like Goldlewis, right? Smother him. If you don't have the way to zone him out, make sure that he's not allowed to press any of his buttons. There's the trade with the JD. That's actually huge for HonoredOgre there, being able to keep the pressure up once again with Chipp.
Yeah, exactly. JD is such a scary move here coming out from RedIamNot. There's a lot of disjoint on that, so to be able to even trade with it is already a huge advantage. Gets caught out with the Alpha Blade and the air dash to go right over again, and Super's going to break the wall.
Right, hard knockdown, a big opportunity here now for HonoredOgre, and gets the safe jump there on the attempt and down with the system.
Yeah, the more turns you get, the more damage as well, but it also lengthens the startup, so especially on a safe jump like that, you don't want to lose any of that startup duration. But 5D into the RC, hard bait the burst, you still had 50 meter behind it to wait right after. First game, over to Ogre.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Really strong there from HonoredOgre, even in the face of Goldlewis buffs, right? Goldlewis, of course, you know, the White Wild Assault change is huge for him, like you mentioned. But again, getting a little bit of a quicker 2S and a little bit of a quicker 2K as well, just giving him more options to poke at neutral, which, I mean, this character was already pretty strong before, so giving him a nice little few quality of life changes along with the massive buff that is a faster White Wild Assault. He's definitely in a good place at the moment.
He was already one of the characters who had, I want to say, one of the strongest, if not the strongest, White Wild Assault. So him seeing the buff across the board for it, he was like, oh, hell yeah, Haas, let's do it. But still, it's going to be a rough matchup into the Chipp, right? Just so much mobility, the ability to whiff punish a lot of these committal behemoth typhoons. Yeah, some of your moves are faster, but if you're not able to land that first hit, it's not going to matter.
Oh, but wow, the active frames on that 5K.
Ooh.
And this is what happens when you do get hit, though, Jade-Tsu. You lose over half your health for one confirm. Has to go for the YRC to stay alive. RC, one more touch. And there we go.
Yeah, even with the huge damage coming out from RedIamNot, as soon as HonoredOgre is able to fight their way back out, it doesn't matter, right? You reverse the situation once again. You have the meter behind it to get the pressure started, and stuck on the wall again. Positive bonus, hard knockdown Chipp. What is a man supposed to do?
Oh, what you're supposed to do is try and burst, but that's not going to work this time either. That's 2 for 2 on burst baits from HonoredOgre. This is going to be able to kill with the Uzumaki Barrage, but you're going to get good Oki off of that. You better believe it.
Yep, they jump right into it. RedIamNot not going to get caught up at a safe jump, but you are going to get caught out with the cross-up Alpha Blade. A perfect. Puts a second game on the board for HonoredOgre.
Honestly, crazy that we are still early on in bracket and getting HonoredOgre versus RedIamNot. It just shows you how absolutely stacked it is with killers in every single pool here of TNS. And that's what we live for, right? And we live for that Match.Reno as well. Exclamation point Match.Reno in the chat. Gonna bring that up. Let's use those codes, those sponsor quests. Throw $1 or $2 in there as well and help support these players.
Hell yeah, they're giving you free amazing Guilty Gear Strive action right now as we head into the next game, game number 3. So let's claim a few codes before we potentially end it out. This could be the last game of the set here if RedIamNot's not able to close it out and seal out a game.
Now we can close out that Match.Reno too. Only 8 codes remaining. Let's get to it. All right, trying to go for the low. Oh my god.
Oh, what? All right, a perfect for a perfect. I understand RedIamNot was not too happy about that last game, and he's like, I gotta show you I have a little bit of hope. 9-1 matchup, be damned. Let's make it happen.
You know, you just got to put him in the coffin. That's all. Rio sends out the drone. Beautiful 6P. Blocks the gold burst. That's huge. Burst is gone now for HonoredOgre, and so is your life bar. And the sleeper cell has activated.
What happened?
They
What
said the
was
codes.
the sleeper code word? Yeah, what did we say? Like
It was
something
perfect.
in the I guess so. Yeah, perfect was the down 0-2 and the perfect. Red immediately saying, no, I am not going out on a 3-0 on the TNS stream. I gotta make sure I show my best here. I've been talking about how strong Goldlewis is, and I can't have my up play reversed here on the stream, right? So heading into game number 4, let's see if we can tie it up.
All right, round start situation. RedIamNot take it to the skies with the cross-up JH. This is already looking incredibly good. Great check there with the 2P as well.
Yeah, the counter lets you get that Behemoth Typhoon knockdown, but the burst out from RedIamNot, one less thing to get out of HonoredOgre's pressure.
Joe Sun B coming through with the $3 into the match. Reno, thank you so much for the support. One more code remaining.
Yeah, almost claimed, and I think we're all good. The burst out from HonoredOgre trying to take control back of this round right now. You're stuck in the corner. The super through the Behemoth Typhoon. It's not going to be enough to kill, but at least you get your pressure started.
That maximum chip is so strong, and there it is. Catching RedIamNot, trying to mash on Wake Up. Don't know what we were going for there. Maybe even a super, but miss input. Either way, HonoredOgre is now sitting at set point.
Nah, bro, we got the White Wild Assault, ASCII, the ASCIIs in the chat to try and keep the hopes alive for RedIamNot right now.
Oh, but there we go. Gets caught with the 2K2D. Gotta watch those ankles. This time gets hit on the dome. Uzumaki Barrage once again.
Yep, sent straight to the wall. Hard knockdown, positive bonus. The scariest chip you could possibly have, but Burst gets you the opportunity to put the level 3 drone on the screen.
Ooh.
Not even a triple jump is gonna
my
save
God.
you. No, but the drop. Okay.
All right. One more life left now for RedIamNot. Still in this. Out of burst going into this next round, though, which could be a detriment, but that's all right. We're able to scoop up with the Behemoth Typhoon.
Beautiful blocks in the Rekka series, but it's not enough to get your pressure started. RedIamNot still has to hold on to the defense. HonoredOgre, no meter to his name, but you do have the Wild Assaults to keep the pressure going.
Great backdash into 2K. Able to bait out the DP, but isn't able to bait out the burst here. Still, look at that. Nearly 100 meter on deck. RedIamNot has options, even though they're about to get set through this wall.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that's
Oh,
blocked.
is that a match on the 2P? I can't tell. I guess it is the block. But still, you have the RC right behind it to keep yourself safe. This could be the last game if RedIamNot doesn't live this next one. Backdash into the 2P.
Sends out the drone just to cover. Trying to go for some chip damage here. Just needs to find one more touch from both of these players. And there's the 2K. We're going to game 5.
Chipp survives the chip, but dipping down low for the 2K to bring it back. Game number 5, tied up on the set count. Luca was on the ropes at that 1 HP situation for so long. Oh my God.
And Composite coming through with $1 in the match, Reno. Thank you so much. All the codes have been claimed. Thank you all, but there are still other ways to contribute, whether that be through the sponsor quest or direct contributions like you just saw from Composite and Josen B. So make sure to jump in there and check it out.
Hell yeah. And if you guys are cheering on HonoredOgre, I'm sure there are also some Chipp ASCIIs out there, but I already see the RedIamNot support. We got the White Wild Assault Goldlewis copy pastas in the chat as we head into game number 5.
There's the back throw. Immediately goes into the OTG. Nice. So many great checks with this counter hit 2P, leading straight into that knockdown with the Behemoth Typhoon.
Yep, run up on it with the 2P whip to bait out the DP and immediately go into the super. Chipp is not going to live this one, I'll tell you what.
Oh my God, where'd he go?
He went to set point for RedIamNot now. This is insane. The reversal of the momentum. Bar Slash gets the first hit off the round start. Now RedIamNot stuck in the corner with no burst to his name.
Oh, but there we go. Catching the recovery on the backdash there with the 5K. Nice stuff. RC. Wow, going for the air throw while you see the JH coming out is really risky from HonoredOgre, but pays off big time.
Yeah, that's bold. You were not afraid of the active frames, right? But you didn't want to have to go for the anti-air because it still would have had your back to the corner. I love that positioning choice from HonoredOgre, and it's looking like a strong start to bring us into the last round. Game number 5, round 3.
Burst is going to be available for both these players as well. You get that one get out of jail free card. HonoredOgre going to hold on to it, recognizing, you know, this is just an Oki situation, not a full confirm.
Ooh.
Okay, now you might be sweating. Got to spend it. And it's blocked!
It's just RedIamNot with a 2-6-8 for the perfect. Brings it back 3-2 over HonoredOgre.
He was bad in Exert, all right? I'm just gonna say it. He needs redemption in this game.
Yeah, and we got some new games headed up to the stand here. We got Shambles versus Vinny G. We got the Elphelt versus Geo.
That's my young boy Vinny G, local player here in the Tampa area. Going to be playing on the Elphelt train. So another Elphelt versus Giovanna matchup. Nice press there with the far slash, able to beat out the Wild Assault.
Yeah, and look at all the corner carry that we get off of that Bridal Express, and look at all the support we're getting from Risky Sweep with the Prime, the 6 months. Thanks so much.
All right, but here we go with the dog dive kick. Gonna get sent through the wall. Yep, just close enough there to close it out. Hard knockdown. Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know what you were trying to press, but God help you.
Yeah, I didn't see anything come out. I have to imagine we saw the 50, almost 100 meter in the bank. I want to assume that that was the misinput super from Vinny G that got them counter hit, right? But either way, now you're down a round, down a burst, and Shambles lands the dash far slash to bring you all the way over to the corner again. Oh no.
I'm curious if this doesn't go the way that Vinny G is hoping for game number 1 or maybe even game number 2, if we're going to see the swap back to Soul. That is who Vinny G has been playing mostly.
Right. Yeah, definitely a very different kind of character, right? You know, they both want to play in that short-range rushdown area, but Elphelt's defense doesn't leave, or does leave, rather, a lot to be desired. No invincible reversal, and not a lot of strong Aboii tools. But once you're able to get the pressure started, like Vinny G is right now, it is hard to try and make your way back out.
Here we go. Here's a good start with the shotgun. Gets the 2K2D, immediately sets up the Pineberry, flips the other side, but no confirm. That's really unfortunate. There we go, counter hit JH, and Vinny's able to get around.
Cross up with the Pineberry, the Boom Boom Chocolat, if we're using the real name. And then the crossover reset as well to close out the round. We're tied up, but Shambles not going to let it go.
I don't care what they call it. That's Pineberry, all right?
Exactly, yeah. It's Pineberry with a dolphin dive, whatever. It's still Pineberry. I see the grenade on the screen. I have a hard knockdown with the spinning dog kick here. Gold burst. Let's see what we're going to do with that. Oh, we're not going to do too much. We're just going to die. Don't do anything too crazy. Sometimes all you need is that guaranteed damage from the wall break with the perfect on top. Shambles not going to be on with the extra super at the end. He's like, no. We got some more games to go. Let's keep it moving.
So that second round did work out pretty well for Vinny. So I'm curious, is Vinny going to stick with Elphelt for at least one more game, or are we going to make the swap?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, right? You know, the first TNS that we're having where Elphelt is legal, so I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of players switching onto her, but then maybe thinking, oh, okay, if I'm down a game, am I going to try and continue and really commit to this character in this run? Or do I want to have that secondary in the back pocket and see how that feels for the, you know, health of my bracket in general?
Yeah, wow, look at that goal burst there from Shamble. That's unbelievable.
Yep.
Cold burst that early on, immediately in the gap, and getting a lot of reward for it here. Hasn't even had to spend any meter yet.
Yeah, tried to hard bait the burst, but Vinny G was so down on the life that they were like, okay, let me just save it for the next round. But damn, a quick perfect to put around on the board. Right, guard crush with the Chave. There we go. Throw in the corner, 2S, doesn't catch out the toes, and finally, Vinny G is able to get an opportunity back out, and I love the side swap with the Pineberry.
All right, swap sides there, though, with the flip kick. Not going to help you out too much. Vinny G immediately taking control of the situation, catching the backdash there with the Bridal Express. And I've seen that's been a pretty good use of Bridal Express, right? Is catching people just trying to go for backdashes mid-screen.
Exactly. It goes so far, and especially if you're catching out their backwards movement, even if they happen to block it, you're not too minus to the point where you're punishable, right? At least you just end your turn safely.
Oh no, runs right into the goal burst though. Vinny had the right ideas, but from behind gets it with the JS.
Oh, man. And if that was a JH maybe from the Elphelt, yeah, you would have crossed under and been able to get a counter hit. But the JS hits on both sides. It's an amazing cross-up button. So unfortunately, that BRC was not enough there.
Look at that, throwing out 2H like nothing. It moves so far forward. I think one of Elphelt's best neutral tools, honestly. Just allows her to close the distance. But if you're able to react to it like Shambles, they are going to get a lot of reward for that mortal counter.
Caught with the cross up, and with the empowered version, you get a full pickup off it too. We're going back and forth, but still we end up in the corner with a super wall break. Is that a copy pasta Elphelt Pineberry?
That absolutely is, but wow, wake up PRC immediately into the close slash. Goes PRC again to try and pick up, but look at that burst, putting VG in the corner and the whiffed deflect shield.
Man, another game on the side of Shambles, and we've been seeing a decent amount of deflect shield throughout our sets this evening, right? You know, that's the first time that we saw it from Vinny G in particular, but a big change that happened with the most recent patch is some normalization of how far that pushback on deflect shield is. So especially a character like Geo, where a lot of those normals dashing up can cancel into forward advancing movement. Maybe it wasn't quite as good before, but now that that distance is a lot more normalized, you know, it's a lot more consistent to try and get that whiff punish spacing. We might be seeing a little bit more of that from Vinny G.
Yeah, I think the consistency is key, and the fact that they also nerfed the burst steal from regular Wild Assault, right?
Yes.
From Wild Assault means that you're going to see more deflect shield in a lot of different scenarios, because now you can lab it out way easier too with that normalized pushback. But here we go, super, send it through the wall.
Die with the super hard knockdown here. Immediately go into the Rekka. I like it. Don't even, you know, risk going into close slash, you know, leaving some gaps to try and get a gapless Rekka. Just go straight into your mix with the 50-meter behind it.
Here we go, dash up throw there from Shambles. Trying to get started early. That's conditioning. Oh, nice poke out there with the 2A. Excuse me, 2P.
We're thinking a little uni here. I get it. There's so many games on the horizon, but we got Bridal Express bringing us all the way coast to coast, baiting out the burst as well. Shambles in shambles right now as we break the glass.
Yeah, and look at how much damage she gets when she's able to squeeze a 6H into these combos, right? That's really where I feel like a lot of it comes out. But tries to go for the throw there, is going to get blown up by the enhanced flip kick. Ooh. But we do get our wake-up reversal, and that is Vinny G finally getting a point on the board.
There we go, 1-2, the high knee going straight into the Screamo. So, you know, like we were mentioning in a couple sets before, that reversal super can be a little finicky. It's on the slower side, so it's 13 frames. It's a little bit slower. Some things that, you know, aren't meant to actually be, you know, generally safe jumps. When you have a reversal that slow, they can accidentally, quote unquote, safe jump. But trust me, when you're committing that hard to a close slash right in your face, that super is absolutely going to kill.
Yeah, for sure. One thing to keep in mind too, you know, you see a lot of Elphelt players going for the after 2K2D, the whiff 5T to kind of time that Pineberry setup. You can just backdash that, right? That's not real.
We've been seeing the day 1 tech, and we're seeing the day 2 counterplay over there on Twitter. So, you know, look for the hashtag. Even if you're not playing the character, sometimes it's good to see some counterplay opportunities. But Shambles not even trying to give Vinny G the opportunity to start running that offense. You know, and as I say that, now they get the counter hit and the side swap off the RC as well.
Yeah, I like the way that Vinny has cleaned things up a lot here. Really capitalizing on the stray hits has been a big part of it. But still, now you have to find a way to get out of the corner. And you can get out of the corner by getting sent to the next round. That's one way to do it.
Eventually the last one as well. It's a set point for Shambles. Both players have full burst.
Alright, throw in the corner. Immediately goes for that Pineberry set play. Going for the JD option there too to make sure you keep an extended hitbox out.
Yeah, brings you all the way back to the ground. Resetting with the throw as well, but no, a back throw is going to put you back into the corner right now. Vinny G has the burst available, but are we going to spend it?
Yeah, this is a really dangerous situation to be in. Nice placement there with the 2K2D. Bridal Express into 6H. 6H is one of those starters where you can safely go straight into the Rekka series, right? Not allowing your opponent to press out of it. Oh, God, this is so scary. Able to get the gold burst here.
All this meter on the board, but you got to be careful. Shambles no longer has the 50 for the reversal super, but the 2S is free, and it's all you need to close it out 3-1 over Vinny G.
MacMens versus Aboii. So Anji versus Potemkin, a very rare matchup in this game because these characters are not very common.
Yeah, boy starting out immediately with the Kara back Mega Fist, getting a solid 50% on MacMens, and Anji's a pretty tanky character, so that is a lot of health to work with.
Immediately wakes up with the Gold Burst, tries to go for the slide head to score a knockdown. Yeah, I think spin is going to be really interesting in this matchup, right? Trying to spin through Aboii's armor, or excuse me, trying to spin... that move. Trying to spin through Aboii's slide head or through his hammer fall. Different options Potemkin has, right? He normally has like one big hit button, but you also have to be afraid of the call out with Potemkin Buster on some of those spins. You already see how it works though against a move like hammerfall.
Yep. It's scary. Definitely a scary situation here, especially when Aboii is going to be able to optimize on so much damage. Potemkin is not a character that a lot of people realize is actually pretty high execution with the 2 frame links that you have to get down. But I don't know, MacMens with 100% meter, Aboii gradually getting pushed over to the corner. But no, you tried to anti-air Mega Fist, the disjoint. It's not going to let you do that one.
Uh-oh, and there's the Potemkin Buster.
Hammerfall break into the reflector. Oh my god.
All right, that is a first quick game there for Aboii, just keeping the pressure up. We even got to see some of the brand new special move too.
Yeah, so the heat tackle, when I have asked a couple Potemkin players, I've gotten some varying responses on how they feel about the new move. Of course, a lot of them are like, dude, it's hella funny. You let it rock round start and all of a sudden you're in the corner. I'm like, okay. But what about outside of, just the memes? How are we feeling about it? Some of them are like, oh, this is giving us a lot of good conversions where we normally wouldn't be otherwise. And then some of them are saying, oh, we had them already. It's just a different special move to do it. I'm like, okay.
I think a big part of it is that it gives Potemkin more corner carry, right? And when Potemkin has you in the corner, that's where he's at his most dangerous. The throwing pop buster becomes a lot more substantial and you have nowhere to run.
Yep. It's scary.
Here we go. Scores the back throw. Immediately into Garuda again. 6H trying to catch you pressing anything. Look at these slide heads. My man is flopping.
Double slide head just head banging into the ground. I mean, we got the Elphelt theme, right? So it's definitely a headbanger here. A head scratcher trying to figure out your way out of the corner, but double Garuda into the pot buster. Aboii up another round.
Incredible. Aboii is one of the best Potemkins on the block right now to do it. I mean, MacMens is an incredibly strong Anji player we've seen succeed so often. Right now getting manhandled by Aboii.
Yep. It's scary. Sometimes all you need is that strike throw. Aboii just keeping it strong here. Even on the burst gauge right now, and MacMens tried to go for the Nagiha, but not catching out Aboii on the toes.
Here we go. Immediately goes IAD in. YRC comes out. Blue beat combo. That's okay. Slide heads are so scary. Give him the JD.
Double slide head, double jump, take to the skies here with a butt slam. Unfortunately, Honda not going to be enough. And the Fujin's going to break the wall into the super.
And solid set play now for MacMens, going straight into the next stage. Goes right for the overhead, and now when Anji has meter, he is even more scary than before. Oh my god! He said, you stay, I go, no following.
Oh, put the parry on the super, that traveling Aegis reflector. So smart from MacMens. Aboii thinking, all right, I have one more opportunity for a mix here, but you got to be careful again when Anji has that 50 meter in the bank. Man, this song's so good. I got to be real with you. If we hear it 8 more times tonight, it still won't be enough for me. Absolute banger.
But you got to be careful. It's going to be 8 more of these Garudas on top of it.
Yep. Oh no, but the whiff on that Garuda just a little bit too early. You were 2+ off of the tumble state, but Aboii just going for a lot of these double slide heads into the Kara pop buster. You didn't even need the 50 meter behind it, bro.
That's the fear of the reset, right? Oh, I hit close slash? Nah, I want the buster instead, all right? We're just going to take it a different route there. And Aboii, wow.
He's getting to it. Maybe this is why you didn't drop the character. Even though, Twitter is a place to do. I understand sometimes you gotta vent it out, and then as soon as you say it, you hit send and you're like, oh, but Potemkin's pretty cool though. He's the boy. He's the boy for Aboii, right? So it's hard to give up someone that is you put in so much time into them, and it rewards you with that executional finesse. So let's see how that goes going into game number 3. No, the round start heat tackle.
Again, immediately into pop buster. Oh my god, bro, your health bar. Help me.
Yeah, not gonna try and go for a leg combo there. Just go for the corner carry. I agree.
Oh, dude, great backdash there. Just out of harm's way. That was 100% going to be death. Even bigger punish, though, for MacMens. Going to get the wall break off of it as well. Positive bonus is on deck.
Yeah, the counter to 2H. You had to make the most out of that opportunity, but still, Aboii on the Potemkin has the health and the defense modifier to live here. But Parry, I don't know, with the guts, I think it's close. No!
Potemkin is a beefy boy. Lots of defense there. But, oh, yeah, the armor through, and he's going to get the kill.
With the BRC up for the JH, optimize on all the damage possible. Kills with the Garuda here, and now we're on set point for our resident Potemkin.
This feels like a grand finals match, bro.
Right?
Look at all these slide heads coming through. Tries to go for the 6H, but is going to get caught by that 2S.
Ooh, caught out with the 2S, opens up the toes, but with the 50%, go into the super wall break. Still a lot of health to work through here, though. Oh. That's crazy that you tried to go for the shimmy and you're the one who ended up getting grabbed in the end. That's how it goes, MacMens, but still, you got the 50-meter behind it. That positive bonus is still going if you're the one getting grabbed. And one more touch, that's all you need.
Great block on the overhead. Yeah, smart to hold on to the burst there, right? You don't want to be a hero, even if, you know, there is a possibility you could have made that comeback with one solid throw. You were in a disadvantageous situation. We might see the burst a little bit earlier on. There it is. Gold burst comes through again, and Aboii's ability to get gold burst off, right, has been absolutely phenomenal so far in this set. But MacMens is looking to get a point on the board here.
Yeah, it's just a fountain of meter, enabling so many shenanigans. The white Wild Assault PRC Buster. That is a little crazy. No, but PRC into the strike. You got to represent both sides of the RPS right now, and Aboii is one good hit away from sealing out the set.
Yeah, going for these slide heads. Clean jump in, though, there from MacMens. Has 100 meters. Ooh, bro. Hell. The RC, SRC immediately into Pop Buster once they hit your armor. Kind of disgusting. Kind of disgusting.
Ooh, okay.
So we'll have to see. Let's see how this goes.
Also, this is pretty interesting. I'm seeing from Dostro in the chat, SQ is warming up with Ram before TNS. Okay, so maybe knowing that they were going to go into K22, feeling a little bit better with Ram, you know, with her air buttons, of course, the JS, incredibly strong to try and police that airspace against Millia.
Also, some strong donations from Stray X coming through with $29.60 into the Matcherino, and a Night Adrift with a $10 contribution. Thank you so much for all of the support, everyone.
We appreciate it, and I'm sure the players do too, but K22 does not appreciate being locked down in this corner right now. Rock, sword, and scissors to close it out with a perfect.
Yeah, K22 is the one who needs some support right now, but Broadway Lamb coming through with the $5 in the match. Y'all are the GOATs.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, man, and another corner situation for SQ right now. K22 is about to build up the full burst, but I don't know, we've seen so many checkmate situations with SQ. It's so hard to come back from this.
But there we go. Bad Moon is a good start, right? The moment that Millia can score that knockdown there with the Wild Assault, she can start getting that blender in play. But unfortunately, it's not going to get started here. SQ with 100 meters is able to turn the tables.
Yeah, the far/Daro from downtown. You have all the RC in the world and the burst as well to secure that hard knockdown. Now we have Ram with the BRC mix in positive bonus. It's not going to last quite as long, but BRC lets you block out the YRC. All these roaming cancels back and forth. Finally, the burst is gonna come out from K22, but JP stops you in your tracks for game number 1.
Yeah, so SQ looking really strong here. Definitely, you know, understand bringing in the RAM for this. I'm curious if SQ is going to be heading to any tournaments coming up. Maybe DreamHack Atlanta, right? So got to get warmed up for that on the current patch of the game with your main character. Don't want to mess around with Elphelt too much, you know, when there's money on the line here.
Exactly, and I'm curious to see. I know a lot of people have been exploring Elphelt as well, you know, the newest DLC, but I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot of people who have decided to dual main, you know, Elphelt. You know, she's a pretty straightforward character to pilot as well, so I imagine she wouldn't be too crazy to have on the side for some of these bad matchups, depending on who your main character is, so I'm excited to see the back and forth.
Oh, beautiful anti-air there, checking with the 5P, forces the burst out of K22. That's a huge win for SQ. And there we go, jailed into the corner once again with the Ram Classic.
Yep, full slash into the sword. Nice tech on the throw, but the fuzzy's not enough. Air dash out to the mid screen here. K22 down 50%.
Here we go, hard knockdown with the air scissors. But
Jumping on over with the Capel.
That was unfortunate, scoring that counter hit there and not able to get a pickup off of it. But this time we do get a pickup here into the hard knockdown thanks to the hair car. Oh, right.
Dash disc as well. Ooh, so tricky with the air movement there. Yeah, fastball into the Capel as well to jump right over any anti-air attempt. But K22, this is scary. One air throw could even be enough to seal out the round.
Ooh. Yeah,
now
there it is. Speak of the devil, and they will appear.
SQ takes in the skies and coming up really strong in the second round, right, with the full burst as well. K20 gets the first knockdown situation, but blocks the overhead. But the air dash into the empty low gonna open you up and force that burst out. SQ is looking for this hit to try and keep K22 locked down, but it's so difficult. Yo.
Oh no, there we go. Whoa, that was interesting. Just checking with the 2K and then immediately nothing afterwards. And now K22 gets another opportunity. Overhead connects. Being a little patient there, recognizing that SQ is sitting on 50 meter. Don't want to get too aggressive.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna spend the charge Wild Assault as well. You really want to seal out this round. Positive bonus is gonna get you a little bit of that burst back. Not as much as in the previous version, but you're fine just holding this out. Waiting for your burst to come back up as 6H ties up the round count.
Oh, Hell once again able to score that pickup.
Lust Shaker, but you let the whole thing rock. You were still in range of the Ram 5K. So it gives SQ the opportunity to fight back out of the corner, but K22 says, no, 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 you're going to make your way back in.
Immediately tries to go for the double dash into the overhead. Capel doing wonders here for K22, really preventing SQ from escaping a lot of these situations and catching them with straight hits.
And a greedy dash cancel goes unchecked by SQ as well, but still able to fight her way back out of the corner with the Wild Assault. Dash cancel on the Oki to make sure you get as much corner carry as possible. You just want to keep K22 locked down with the swords.
Uh-oh, but SQ, she is going to get caught again while trying to go for that backdash. Really, what's beautiful here for K22 has been their ability to convert off of these stray hits, whether they be these stray Capels, right, or catching backdashes from SQ. That's really giving K22 a lot of mileage.
Yeah, so in a lot of matchups, right, even characters who have ways or opportunities to make their way out of the corner, you know, Ino super jump dive or Soul, you know, bandit revolver out of the corner. A lot of those times, by the time they land, they're pretty minus and they're giving up a lot of that tempo for the screen positioning, right? But for Millia, because she has so many ways to try and mix up that air stall opportunities as she's also escaping the corner, it can be difficult even for SQ, who has so much time to try and react, to try and figure out where K22 is going to try and land.
Yeah, but she does just need to find that stray hit, right? If she can keep Millia locked down, keep Millia grounded, that is where SQ is going to win this battle. Millia is at her strongest when she's in the skies, and that's a great way to jail her out too with the rising JP.
Straight through the wall, 50% HP down already. BRC, but goes for the empty low because you have that BRC slowdown and chains right into the close slash.
And there we go. Gamma Ray able to blow you straight through the wall with a perfect straight into the next round. All right, close slash.
And 2K2D get the mix started with the disc, but no, it's going to be a throw reset instead. There we go. K22, I'm not going to lie, I got grabbed there.
That was really interesting, though. After the RC, we got something fast RC after that. I think we wanted something different completely. But wow, there we go. SQ again chasing to the sky. But the winger is still not going to kill. Oh, it did.
You know, I was scared. I was like, there's no way SQ recovers from the close slash here on the reversal, right? But you know, stranger things have happened, but it's all good. K22 ties up the round count. So we're trying to get this tiebreaker. The momentum of being up 2-1 is so huge here.
Nice. I love the backdash there immediately into the far slash. Knocked down, though. Right back into the blender. This time it's the empty low from K22.
K22 going straight on through. No, the far slash. I have to imagine that was a miss input, maybe on a 2S to try and catch out a low off the fast RC. But now SQ mounting her offensive brings you over to the corner. Juggle with the sword toss.
Oh, calling out the rock there after the Rekka. Again, just trying to pull K22 closer and closer. This should be enough to get the kill here with the wall break. And there it is, windshield wipers. SQ going up 2-1.
And the wipers breaking straight on through the glass. Breaks the tie, puts SQ one game ahead here. And I know we were all excited to see the Elphelt, you know, super excited as the new DLC, but I agree with the Ram, you know, in this particular situation. I feel like Elphelt might have some trouble trying to police the air, right? She does have a strong, you know, pretty far-reaching JS, but the angle and the range that Ram is able to cover in the skies, as well as the JP, you know, definitely super fast as well, chains all the way back down to the ground. I think it's a smart choice here. Let's see if you can close out the set with it.
And I love that SQ is chasing through the skies a lot more with the JP. Remember, you have to keep Millia grounded. Once she gets into the sky, she starts to control the pace of the map.
ID back JS with a counter hit as well, tapping you on the dome. Break the glass with the flip kick. SQ is so ahead in this first round.
There we go. Haircar is going to force the burst out of SQ. Oh, lands on the explosion of the sword and is going to get duffed by the overhead.
Yep, bring us into the next round. Set point for SQ Magic. I'm not even gonna lie, I cannot tell what that copy pasta is. I think it's Papple, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's a rose.
I see the Millia. I see the Millia.
Okay. Oh, and SQ seeing it right now, getting corner carried all the way over to the side here. Charge Wild Assault, get to the hard knockdown you're looking for. And Peter's gonna come back right up in a second.
Right, dashing back to create a little bit of space. There's the BRC. Capella's a little too high to actually catch SQ, and we're driving downtown.
Right into the disc super. This should be able to kill with the charge dust. There we go. Yeah, I think you needed to optimize on that last hit. The fixed wall break damage wasn't going to be enough, but it's still set point for SQ. Trying to strip the burst with a Wild Assault here as we make our way over to the corner, and there's a decent amount of risk behind it too.
Able to dash out of the explosion, but still, once again, put right back up against the ropes. This has been a difficult situation for K22 to escape from. Gets the run-up throw. See if we can turn things around. Oh, beautiful!
Oh, tries to bait out the burst, but at least you still keep the pressure afterwards. JP from downtown, 2K2D, but not going to go for the disc. I think off the airborne hit, it wasn't quite enough. YRC, one more chance to live. K22 doesn't even want to worry about the burst, knows the next hit is going to be able to kill.
Wow, even off the pushback there from the IBFD, K22 was still able to air dash back with the J8.
Oh, with the delay too.
Wild Assault.
Hard knockdown, guess for game here. SQ does not want to bring it to a game 5, and the walk back on the grab. An unfortunate whiff from K22 closes it out for SQ. At home right now, the new funny DLC against Eno, the Hard Rock Guitar Witch. A couple of baddies, as I'm sure Elphelt would like to think of it, and the 6-speed brings you right back down to earth.
There we go, right on in. Stroke the big tree, immediately gets low, forcing the burst out of Daze early on.
Tickle gonna get caught out with that counter hit close slash, forced to use the burst, but gives you the opportunity to use that MLA.
Oh, immediately gets hit with the overhead there. Remember, for all things that Eno may lack, she definitely has some of those potent offense in the game when it comes to pure mix-up. About to go for the wall slump here, immediately into the low. YRC comes out from Daze. Doesn't really have a whole lot of meter, instead gets the run-up throw.
Yeah, reverses that corner situation as well, so Daze looking for that corner positioning. I agree, this is not going to be able to kill even with the Bridal Express, but still puts Tickle into that one-touch situation. The projectile whiffs over the 8-stroke.
And 5H there is going to be able to close out the round. Both players pretty much tied up in burst going into round number 2 as well. Strokes right underneath the 5K. Ooh, look at that Wall Assault jump cancel combo there to get the wall break with the Mad Love.
Yeah, that is a clean conversion. I know some of Eno's routes, she was very dependent on how much momentum she got off of the Wild Assault. So there's been some changes to some routes, but Tickle is experimenting, making sure they're all settled up. I'm actually surprised that Super didn't wall break, but this 6H will.
Oh, I love the PRC off the dive into the Bad Moon. The way that Tickle is really... Whoa, okay. PRC in a throw.
Oh, no, the whiff on the 2H, but it's all good. On the recognition of the whiff, we still have time to 2P.
Yeah, what I was going to say is I love the way that Tickle.me is utilizing fast RCs to be really aggressive and approach in neutral, right? Going through a lot of different options, whether it be coming on, diving in, immediately RCing into the bad... excuse me, let's say bad moon. Into the stroke the big tree.
Yep. You know, similar, they travel half the way across the screen with that low profile, so it is scary. Not as scary as that counter hit close slash for Daze with a perfect, putting the game on the board.
Yeah, looking really strong here with Elphelt already. Definitely, this is the most we have seen a character played on the release tournament, right? The tournament right after the release date, for sure. And I mean, no surprise here. Elphelt was one of the most popular characters in Exerd. Her design is great. You know, they've made her a lot more straightforward, really easy to use, and pretty strong right off the bat, too.
Yeah, I've seen some people, you know, over on the timeline, they're like, this character is a 6-star ease of use kind of gal. And you know what? I get where it's coming from, right? A lot of it is pretty straightforward. Yes, there are some pretty obvious flaws or weaknesses in her game plan, but if she's able to make her way on in, it's scary, especially for a character like Ino, right? So, oh my god, Tickle playing beautiful keep out with the 2H on the approach. So, you know what? Not even going to be able to get that offense started on Daze's side.
Daze just like, that 2H was already way out there before Daze even approached with the Bridal Express. I can't believe it was that active.
Active for 1,000 years and 1,000 more. No, the double Bridal Express. It would have meated, but hey, that reversal super is waiting for you on the other side. Round on the side of Ticklememour.
Fortissimo gets caught with the counter hit close slash here. Nice damage squeezed out, and there we go. Able to get the distance just enough to score a counter hit close slash immediately into the super.
The death metal screech to break the glass. 50%, about to be 100 in the burst meter as well, but Daze doesn't even need it to close it out. Save that all for the next round.
All right, round start situation. Ticklememour being very patient. Daze actually giving up a lot of space there. Back is closer to the wall now. Needs to be careful. Beautiful 6P.
Yeah. I like the high glides that are coming out from Tickle to try and play at this awkward range for Daze, but Elphelt does have a pretty high reaching 6P, so I think Daze has really started to catch on. Nice. I like the delay JD there to break out any fuzzy guard attempt from Daze, but no, the stroke is going to get caught up by a huge counter hit 2H. YRC off of those plus frames says, no, 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 you're not stealing your turn on me. One touch for both of these characters right now. 2S into the reset. 8 stroke puts a game on the board for Ticklememour.
All right. Looking really solid here. It's always good to see a Ino player making it this far in bracket because I feel like as time has gone on, they've started to become a little endangered, honestly.
Yeah.
Hard
now,
to
me
find
as an
them.
Ino player myself, you know, it's hard to find some more of those Ino brethren. Of course, we all think, oh, Daru Ino putting up results, you know, holding on strong for the Ino bros. But as far as, you know, percentage representation, I feel like we haven't seen a lot of Inos, you know, really sticking with the character too much. But Tickle, I think from day one, has really been sticking with the silly, funny, hard rock guitar, which it's awesome to see him keep representing.
Hey, ain't nothing silly or funny about Ino, all right?
That's true. With the high lows, it's not feeling silly or funny when you're the one on the defense.
No, it's no laughing matter at all. And neither is both of them having to spend their burst early on. Wow, I really love checking the 2H there with the 5K as well. Ticklememour has been doing a fantastic job really at just checking a lot of Elphelt's approach options, right? Daze isn't really getting away with a lot of free Bridal Express or the 2Hs, ways to circumvent neutral. And there we go, blocking the YRC and immediately punishing for the round.
Yeah, I love that walk back, right? You see the 50 meter on the side of Daze, and you know, okay, she's thinking that she has the invincible reversal available, whether that's YRC or the super, and immediately looking for the bait. Just keeping it on the mind of Daze, making him a little bit more uncomfortable to leverage the minimal defensive options that you do have. Oh, the dive gets caught up by the 2H as well. It's not a counter hit, but still, look at all the range that you get off of the H ender. Cross frames out to Fortissimo, but nice block on the overhead from Daze. No!
Oh, and there we go. Beautiful conversion. He's going to get the wall splat, but it's not enough to kill with the mad love. Daze sitting on 100 meter can definitely take this, but BRC right into the 6H.
6H was not the was not the choice of move that I was expecting from Tickle. So it does have 2 hitboxes. The first one comes out incredibly fast, you know, right in front of Ino, and then of course the spinning ball on the actual the mace takes a little bit longer to come out. So I think that was a really smart and unexpected choice to just immediately get a strong high priority hitbox right out in front of you, knowing that Daze has enough meter to go for that BRC round start.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely an interesting option there with 100 meter. Normally you would expect a BRC backwards, right, to avoid any kind of OP option, but oh my god. No Pine Berry flip for you. You want to talk about that double hitbox, right?
Uh-huh. Oh my god, huge heavy counter hits coming out for Tickle. Tries to go for a cheeky reset there, but maybe hurting. Now you're feeling the lack of that corner carry as Daze just triple cartwheels all the way over to the corner with this Rekka reset.
Yeah, breaking the wall there just with the 5K. One of the quickest option possible. Now we have a life lead. Oh, gets the pickup. No, that was a counter hit off of the gunshot.
Ooh. Not the okie dokie true. All right, round on the side of Daze here. Again, Tickle is up 1 game. Just needs 1 more to close it out, but still waiting for that burst to come back up. Playing towards the skies now as Daze is, you know, kind of going for these jump backs to try and avoid having to hold that high-low mix.
And there we go. Immediately after the shotgun, you're back to neutral now. Ticklememour still has burst on deck, just trying to find a stray hit here, but Daze starting to play a little bit more of a keep-away gunshot game here against the Rock and Roll Witch.
5H into the Bridal Express. I like the RC, trying to keep that corner carry up. Yeah, and the deflect shield actually makes it so you don't even have to guess the high-low. So smart from Daze, and immediately the counter hit 5H, enough to kill off of the whiff punish. We are 2-2 heading on to game number 5.
Yeah, that's what you love to see. Some decent game 5s tonight. It's been very exciting action all the way through, and we aren't even at our top 8 yet. We're not even at our top 8 qualifiers yet. This is just to get into a top 8 qualifier.
Exactly. You can't hit outside of top 8 if you can't even make it to the qualifiers. But like Jobber's saying, the qualifiers to the qualifiers, and it's already this back and forth. Just shows you how stacked Strive number 99 over here at Monday Night TNS is.
Oh, there we go. Nice press with the 2S. Bro, the roar on that.
Yeah, even on the projectile too, like as it travels back, it is pretty sick, I gotta say. Who's saying tickle him in the chat? You know, I'm sure there's another way for the Tickle fans to represent, but no, getting grabbed right out of the stroke.
Yep, trying to go for that empty low there off of the Pine Berry setup. Look at the push out there on 5H. 5H is such an important button here for Elphelt.
Yeah, and Daze is really taking to the skies, right? With the double jump back into the projectile. And because Ino doesn't really have a traditional dash, it's not easy for her to run under and then catch Elphelt on the way down, right? It's a weird angle for her to try and cover.
Absolutely. Very well put. That's why you're seeing Daze go for that option a lot here, but is going to get caught by the Mad Love. Back is up against the corner. What a trade. And the JD.
And the second hit of that 6H after the JS, right? You know, I don't know if that was a deflect shield callout or just a very lucky autopilot from Tickle, but it caught out the deflect shield afterwards, and now we're on set point for Ticklememour.
Yeah, trying to go slide right on in there with the stroke the big tree. Backdash narrowly avoids the 2S also. That could have been devastating. And look at that! Sends out the note to cover the gunshot and immediately gets the punish. That is so big brain from Ticklememour.
Damn, and OS the backdash with the super as well. Doesn't fit out the last burst, but this is such a scary situation. Positive bonus Ino against 1 HP and 1 2K is all you need. It's Ticklememour power hour. Before, and we've seen some crucial drops at the ends of sets, but it's like you're saying, it's the consistency to be able to get those last bits of damage. And Trevor Tsu, I'm sure, is going to be one of those players who is optimized on every opportunity that he gets. As we head into game number 1, jump dashes Trevor Tsu versus 9 Moon's own Lolo.
Oh yeah, and also the buff to deflect shield, huge for Axel. Now that it's consistent, he can consistently punish people on their whiffs, right, with those long range normals that he has. But again, Axel's issue is still not having a reversal. So when he gets put into this situation up against the wall, he's got to fight his way out tooth and nail.
Exactly. You've got some skeevy rat-like ways of trying to make your way out with the low profile 2K, but still, under certain situations, that is definitely not going to be enough to try and escape some of these scarier corner situations.
Here we go.
We're seeing the 6B as well, yep.
Poke him with that 2P. 2P, my beloved. Look at this. Is just the classic matchup, right? Dashes up to catch him in the startup there of the drone. But one is all you need. Forcing the burst out of Trevor Tsu. He would have died.
Yeah, I really like that spacing from Lolo. The Behemoth Typhoon jump scare right at that tipper spacing. And I want to say, you know, that's not the BT that got some extra range on it, but still perfect spacing. But it's not perfect enough when the Axel Bomber time stop is enough to take the round for Trevor Tsu.
Absolutely. There we go, just trying to create a little bit of space as well. You don't want to be within that Behemoth Typhoon range. That's where Axel's trying to stay out.
Yo, if I didn't already know that ASCII in the chat was Axel Bomber, I'm not gonna lie to you, I never would have figured it out on my own. The rendering on the fire, I know it's not your fault, it's the generator, but it does look a little silly. But damn, again, the 6B coming out from Trevor, so that also, I want to say, got some hitbox adjustments as well to make it a little bit more consistent. So we're seeing a lot of great use on that for the anti-airs on Trevor Tsu's side.
Uh-oh, but there we go. Wild Assault, look how fast it comes through. Beautiful there. Look at the pushback.
Oh, and it baits out the wire. See on the range as well. This should be enough to kill off the bounce from the Rainwater Axel Bomber to take game 1.
Yeah, squeezing all that out. They're at the end, and I see someone mentioning in chat, I love the tornado routes. That's a really great thing too to mention. The tornado routes do open up a lot of possibilities. Axel actually gets some decent damage off of light confirms in the corner now, which is kind of crazy to believe, right? I'm talking about standing K starters. He can loop into the tornado and pick up again. It's definitely a really good special move and a great change for Axel.
Exactly. A lot of what we were talking about earlier was, applications in the neutral. But of course, in the combo routing as well, being able to pick up with a very nice vertical hitbox is, I'm sure, something that Axel players are not too sad about.
Oh, but you got to be careful about running forward. That Behemoth Typhoon can still reach through.
Yeah, again, the spacing of these Behemoth Typhoons from Lolo is so strong, right? Just getting right into that awkward range where you don't even think that you're, in the threat of the BT.
Yeah, I also love that it just gives Axel more options, too, with that Tornado from full screen, right? He doesn't have to constantly just throw out Renson. Throwing out the fully charged Tornado is another mix-up, but oh my god, you committed a little too early. Thank god you were far enough away for that Behemoth Typhoon not to connect.
Yeah, 426 definitely would have done quite a bit of damage, but speaking of damage, Trevor Tsu has enough to seal it out with the Axel Bomber.
It was the dash under, the micro dash to get underneath the reel-in.
Yep. We were talking about beautiful spacing before, but the dash under just to get right in the dead zones here. So smart from Trevor. We don't think about Axel as someone who has a lot of great mobility, but still, sometimes all you need is a good dash and a really smart presence of mind to be able to get exactly where you need to be on the screen, and a beautiful check with the 5P.
Yeah, a lot of this too that I like from Trevor is sometimes you'll see Axels commit for 2H, right, to try and poke their opponent. But if your opponent jumps over the 2H, you're not going to really have any time to react. He's going for a lot of preemptive 2Ps so that he can still react with 5P when Lolo tries to jump.
Oh man, and we saw the jump right after that deflect shield as well, avoiding the far slash and keeping Trevor locked down in this corner.
Yeah, and that's going to be death here, down with the system. We're cranking it all the way.
Big Haas with a big damage, breaks the glass to tie up the round count here. Game number 2. Again, we are 1 up for Trevor.
Oh, and there it is. Wild Assault to blow up the Rainwater. It's such a good option here for Goldlewis. That's the second time we've seen it. Sends out the drone, but again, look, just jump right over it.
Yeah, we had the Rainwater, we had the Tornado, and we had the Cherry Bomb explosion off of the Rensen. I feel like Axel is kind of the avatar of the most recent Strive patch right now. Oh, and he's bringing Goldlewis right back down to earth, but no! The BRC Behemoth Typhoon, or the BRC JH rather, all the way from across the screen.
Bro, that big man can move.
This Haas got moves. I'm going to be real with you, and he's got 50. Meter in the bank, about to be 100, but deflect shield gives Trevor one more chance to breathe.
Right, again, just trying to chip him away with the Rensen, but you have to watch out. You can't throw a Rensen for free when the drone is out on deck.
This guy's trying to bait out an anti-air from Lolo, but no, the 268 brings you back down to earth, and 2K seals it out. We are 1-1.
Yep, one apiece here, and that's what you like to see. Competitive matches. Remember, this is to get into top 8 winners side with the money on the line, thanks to all of your great direct contributions in that match arena. But you could still keep the contributions going. Remember, over 200 players in this bracket, so we're trying to push for that $200 goal. Make sure to check it out. Match Arena.
Hell yeah, we got over 200 participants. If we want to show them some love, $1 for each of the people who decided to take their Monday night and hang out with us over here at TNS number 9. I think that's fair enough. And we got the Tornado just trying to make some space on the screen for Trevor Tsu right now. Game number 3.
Oh, wow, he backdashed JD. Excuse me.
Not what I was thinking.
Oh, you know Trevor's life just flashed before his eyes.
He's like, bro, I have narrowly avoided death. Oh, okay, so that is the interaction I was so curious about. I knew that the Charged Tornado had a little bit of projectile invulnerability, but I don't know, man. That minigun's got a big magazine. I was not too sure.
Yeah, sorry, Skyfish.
Close it out with the rainwater. Another round on the side of Trevor.
Trying to get to the 5K afterwards. Yeah, that was a smart situation to burst it. You would have been hit immediately by the Axle Bomber, but now you're getting reeled right into the corner. Nice check there with the JS as well on the side swap.
Run up behind the drone. Yeah, the Tornado was in charge, so not enough to try and clash with the drone here. Now gives Lolo the opportunity to try and start some pressure, but there wasn't enough meter to keep it going.
All right, going right on in with the JS again.
Not the Tornado copy pasta. Oh, again, we saw the use of the Behemoth Typhoon to try and catch right at that tipper range, but Trevor Tsu adapting as well, going for the clashes to make sure he doesn't even have to worry about it.
Immediately backing up once again, tries to go for the command grab, not gonna work. There's the Skyfish coming out. Oh my god, baits out the burst, bro, you're dead. Oh no, it didn't pick up.
Yeah, you dropped the 4-8-6. That is unfortunate, but wait. Oh no, it's really unfortunate because Trevor with the 100 meter in the bank is able to close off the game off of it. Oh no, the round winning combo drop. You hate to see it.
That is really tragic there. Just didn't get enough air on Axel to connect with the overhead Behemoth Typhoon to get that ground bounce. Sad to see there, but I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, again, big man flying. Air Goldlewis.
Bro. That IAD BRC Behemoth Typhoon from all the way across the sky, he's graceful in a way you wouldn't expect from the Secretary of Absolute Defense, I gotta say.
I'm sure, especially when he's lugging around that big coffin too.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's been hitting the gym. He does not work out in the library. He definitely works out in the actual gym. I'll tell you what. That coffin, it looks weightless when he's got it.
Bro, those legs. Those legs are as big as tree trunks, all right?
I'm saying, bro. Cavs a strong soldier here, but no, I keep trying to call them by the numbers, but the overhead Behemoth, unfortunately, not gonna catch you out here.
Again, just spacing out with the Rensons over and over. But yep, you gotta be careful again, throwing Renson out when the drone is on the field. It can be really risky.
First time we've seen the windmill as well, just trying to keep Lolo on their toes with some, you know, switching it up with the Rensen follow-ups, but oh no, the Sickle Storm not even gonna jump it, just goes straight into the super, full churn to break the glass. What? Okay, I almost thought it killed for a second.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a limb, but we were definitely cranking that hoss there, and now we're gonna get the kill with the close slash pickup.
Alrighty, strong round for Lolo. A little bit ahead on the burst, but otherwise pretty even here as we head into round number 2.
Again, just kind of poking away with those 5Ps, trying to keep Lolo zoned out. Oh, interesting trade there. I think that traded with Goldlewis' JP.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Send him to the Midwest.
Tornado. Yep. Tornado on the screen. How are you going to make your way over? Lolo trying to catch out an approach from Trevor, but he is very content, especially with this life lead, to just walk down right behind it.
And look how strong the Tornado is, really just putting a wall on the screen. And because Goldlewis doesn't have a double jump, he just has to hold it.
Help me. All right, set point for Trevor. Oh. God, strong round start into baiting out the deflect shield as well. Lolo trying to make it to the game 5 right now. White Wild Assault comes out to keep you locked down, and 50% into the fast RC drone.
Yep, able to avoid though, gets out of the corner.
Yeah, look at all that risk just dwindling down. All the meter that Lolo tried to invest to open you up, but it's not enough.
Reeled on in. You have to be careful about reeling Goldlewis on in at this stage in the game, right? If he gets one single touch, here we go, burn it down. But tries to activate one vision.
Oh, but it's not enough. Yeah, one vision to maybe try and avoid the laser might have been nice, but not enough time, and the deflect shield gets baited again by the jump, and Lolo brings us to a game number 5.
Beautiful to see. I saw someone ask in chat, what is the lore reason on why Axel can summon a tornado? He just spins the sickles really fast. That's actually it. Did you know that in Plus R? Yeah, in Plus R, he turns himself into a helicopter. All right?
It's true. He's a master of his craft. What can I say?
He actually turns himself into a helicopter in Plus R. So, yeah, wind magic too.
Exactly. Alexa, look it up. Alexa, pull up his Plus R hitboxes.
Duel 1.
Game number 5 here. Again, a top 8 qualifier, so both of these players fighting for their lives to try and make it in on the winner's side. They do not want to have to face the Sharks down there in the loser's bracket right now, and one game decides who goes where.
Mike tries to go for the rainwater. Again, we have to be careful about where we place rainwater, right? Lolo has been so consistent at blowing them up with that white wild assault.
Yep. Okay, just some 5-piece to try and check the distance from Lolo. Again, he's been going for a lot of these dash blocks and then going for the tipper Behemoth Typhoon to try and, you know, be a little tricky about securing those knockdowns in the neutral. Oh no, the block snail gives you a lot of tempo to try and move over to the corner.
What a conversion.
Oh.
And the side swap. Still not going to be able to kill here, but we're going to squeeze out as much damage as we can.
Yep, I agree. IAD Bomber, don't try and go for the super. One, because I don't think you have enough time off of that wall stick, and it wouldn't be able to kill anyway. So you might as well save it to secure the post wall break. Alright, set point for Trevor. First
yeah,
available,
looks like
but
we tried to do maybe run up 2K and it whiffed there. Oh, but nice. The micro dashes from Lolo. Remember, you can dash underneath the 5P. Just has to find the rhythm.
I feel like that's the first time we've seen that Oki set up to try and get the throw timing, but immediately Trevor is just so woke with the throw techs. Full burst available, but this is still so scary with Lolo having 50 meter behind him. Ooh!
Yeah, JH, my beloved there, hitting its mark. And now we're back to square one for Lolo. Tries to get something started with the Skyfish, but Trevor's just able to block it.
All right, 2H into the tornado, but it's not going to catch out anything from Lolo. Mercy to try and keep the round going, but no. Oh, I think you hold on to the burst here. Just try your best to hold on.
That was a beautiful deflect shield, but still, you're stuck into the corner. No meter to FD either, and Lolo scores the headbutt. Final game, final round.
Man, beautiful, but pretty ain't enough. One more round decides who moves on the top 8 winners side. Trevor Tsu trying to play the anti-air game right now. Lolo, what are you going to do while you wait for White Wild Assault?
Look, this is so smart. Yeah, just play that zoning game, send out the tornado, fully charged when you're full screen. Really no reason not to do it.
All right, running on in with the JD. Get to the knockdown that you're looking for. Trevor Tsu already had his back to the wall, right? So, such a scary situation. Have to use the RC to get that wall break.
Oh my God. You actually can't block. You actually cannot block.
Yeah, because with the positive bonus, right, you're going to be looped into 4 or 5 Behemoth Typhoons. Yeah, you have the meter for it, but it's not going to save you from White Wild Assault as Lolo moves on after the last round. Game number 5. But all right, you know what?
Yep.
I had 2 guesses in mind, and I was wrong on both. I guessed rock or paper. It was scissors, and we got Johnny pulling up here, Mr. Mistfinder himself, as we see Papple versus Aboii.
Papple, have I ever told you that you're one of my favorite players?
No bias, you know.
But Johnny in this matchup's going to be interesting, right? Of course, Johnny did get the recent buff that now allows him to jump cancel out of his dash, which gives him some interesting Kara options with his car.
Yeah, so definitely some new combo opportunities. I'm excited to see it, and I really didn't expect Papple to pull out the Johnny, but it seems like he's definitely been working on it.
Here we go, going immediately in for a safe jump with the JH.
YRC in the 2D, I agree, don't even want to have to deal with that strike throw. Oh, go for the gold burst as well, said, I kind of want that meter back, actually.
Yeah, but the white wall assault getting a huge pop-up there. Went for the fully charged one. Checks with the 5P. Nice! I like the JP-JD there, just to send him flying full screen. Oh my god, what a clash.
That was a bold attempt to 6P, right? Because Mega Fist is pretty disjointed. A lot of times your anti-air will just lose, but Papple with the immaculate timing and spacing, but still not enough to seal out the round.
Starts off with the white wild assault, immediately pushing Papple to the corner once again. Able to narrowly avoid the Potemkin Buster, but you're still not out of hell yet.
Oh, nice. The deflect shield forced Aboii to try and go for the hammerfall to make his way back in, but I love the use of the IAD right after because Papple knows you're going to try and keep that corner situation.
Absolutely. And there's an interesting thing here, too. We'll see if Aboii will pull it out, though. You have to be careful.
Dude, help me.
You have to be careful about going for deflect shield in the corner against Potemkin when he has 50 meter, because he actually can just RC forward, Kara pop buster, and he's gonna get that every time.
Yeah, the counter hit PV is definitely not something you're looking for, but sometimes all you need is a hammerfall to close it out. Aboii has just been on a tear these last few sets, so I do wonder if we're gonna be seeing a swap from Papple.
I mean, he is Potemkin's strongest soldier, right? Bringing Johnny into the Potemkin matchup in this game in particular is kind of interesting because Johnny no longer has the forward dash that moves him up from the ground. That was huge for him, right? In Exert, his forward dash actually took him off the ground a little bit, which means he could just dash through slide head for free over and over. But he no longer has that. His moves also have a lot of recovery, which Potemkin can definitely capitalize on. So interested to see why Papple decided to come into this matchup with Johnny, or if he's just making the swap to Johnny full time.
Yeah, I'm interested. I mean, he's sticking to it for the game number 2, so maybe Papple is seeing something that we're not, but like you're saying, there's a couple fundamental disadvantages that really make it so Papple has to actively play around what Potemkin is putting on the screen.
Yeah, and before, of course, you know, he wasn't able to jump cancel his dash in this game. That was just free slide heads for Daze if he tried to dash forward.
Yeah. Oh, the heat tackle brings you all the way across the screen. The hammerfall not quite enough to kill. Trying to look for a flick on one of these Jonathan M finers, but you're also in chip damage range. I like the use of the reflector. Try and go for the checkmate as the 5D cross-up catches you up.
The way that Gigantor is interacting with heat tackle is honestly incredible, right?
Yeah.
He's able to use it to cover himself. Even if you're able to block it, you're not going to really be able to do too much with it. Or, even better, he can sandwich you between him and the wall.
Yeah, it's like when Eno pulls up with Note and then dashes at you full screen, but imagine the Note just like stayed out. Like it just kept going. The song does not stop, but Papple playing the song for people right now with this What's My Name to break the glass.
Get some J's in the chat. All right, immediately into the safe jump. Oh, tries to go for the misstep forward.
Aboii is down, but not out. These guts are saving you just barely off of these straight hits. Papple is 2 good hits from falling in the route, but he's still able to seal it out with the misfinder. Okay.
That RC into the 6K was kind of nasty.
I'm saying the fast RC looking smooth, looking clean. Low misfinder catches you out, forces out the burst from Aboii.
I love the way that Papple is structuring this pressure as well to get Potemkin into the cards and force those guard breaks or those mix-ups.
Yeah, and the button finder, you know, at the timing that Papple is presenting it on the screen, Aboii is getting caught out. You know, the armor really only does have that 1 guard point, so any special right after is catching you out every time. And Papple, proving the disbelievers wrong, puts a game on the board.
That TK misfinder fast RC was absolutely nasty. See, the thing about Johnny is you have to be smooth as a Johnny player. You have to have that execution down. Too many times you see Johnny players online that feel stiff, and that's the thing. Johnny does feel stiff in this game, but if you keep it up with him, you learn how to mix up your pressure. You learn how to move in neutral. He just flows like butter once you get into that sequence.
Exactly. So many of these characters, right, they have the step dash, they're zooming across the screen. You're used to running, right? But it's either, Johnny, you're walking or you're gliding. You just have to get used to that movement. At some point, it just clicks, but you really have to put in your time. And clearly, Papple has put in some time into the character to tie it up here against Aboii.
Yeah, Johnny doesn't run because there's nothing cool about running, all right?
Exactly. A real jellyfish pirate doesn't run. Don't look at me.
Oh, the fast RC there, too, off of the deal.
5H into the Mistfinder cancel, just trying to keep this corner situation up. Nice, again, breaking out the armor. Papple is just so cognizant of making sure there's always another hit right behind it to break that hammer fall.
Beautiful stuff here. That's the biggest thing, right? Oh. Again, round start heat tackle. So funny.
The biggest thing in question, the heat tackle hitbox. Alexa, pull up the dust loop.
Here we go now. Back is up against the wall. Aboii in full control, but there we go.
Ooh.
Let's check.
Yep, anti-air 5P to flick you back into the corner. Mega Fist back dodges the reversal, but it's not enough to kill. Papple living on one sliver of health. Any 5P from Aboii could kill.
Yeah, he just has to find that touch, and he still has burst available, right? If he wants to spend it. But another whiff on the super. That is tragic for Papple.
That is unfortunate. You hate to see it. Yeah, that drop would have been able to get you that hard knockdown guess for game situation, but now Papple has to fight one more round to try and break this tie.
Yeah, just jumping right over the slide head. Yep, you can't press off of a guard break there. Too many plus frames for Johnny. Fast RC after that to get the pickup. Bro, I'm stealing that. Fast RC 6K.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's kind of stylish. I'm not going to lie to you. The Joker trick gets you that hard knockdown. Once again, Papple had to use all the meter in the bank, though, so you didn't have any meter to keep that pressure going, and Aboii immediately goes for that reversal PB. No, tries to go for it again, though.
And just like that, Papple is going to be able to close out game number 3 here, going up 2-1 against Aboii. Damn, he's just getting cleaner and cleaner as this set goes on.
Exactly. We were losing a little bit of faith after that game 1. We were like, maybe the Johnny pick isn't really working out. It's not looking too clean, not looking too smooth. And maybe there's some, fundamental things that make this matchup just a little bit more difficult for Johnny. But as Papple just kept running it with the Johnny, he's like, no, let me warm up. Let me glide, let me flow, and we are flowing into game number 4, where Papple just needs one more to move on to winner's side top 8.
And Johnny is always one of those characters that is a little bit more difficult to master, right? But if you take the time to do it, you are rewarded handsomely. I mean, look at Peppery Splash, just winning a major and qualifying for the ARC World Tour with Johnny.
I mean, looking strong, right? Sometimes just because a character has a couple weaknesses does not mean you can't make them work, but looking pretty weak on the HP, especially stuck in the corner against Garuda Guard Crush. Oh, no.
He dabs on him as Treasure Radar comes through with the Prime.
Much appreciated. Thank you for the support. Oh, gonna empty cancel off the Mistfinder to try and take a turn back. There we go.
Treasure Radar, that's almost like Treasure Hunt. Too bad we don't got that, but we do have this, the Joker trick.
Hunting down the hard knockdown from half screen, breaks the wall and takes a decent chunk out of Aboii's health.
And there we go. Give him another one.
All right, slash on through, set point for Papple. Damn, I like the charge Mistfinder on the way down, not only as an air stall, but also, just to tap Aboii on the head with the overhead option.
Absolutely, but there we go, able to block the slide head. Burst comes out from Aboii, sends out the Gigantor to try and get a hitbox on screen. But Papple got an ace up his sleeve. Beautiful backdash on the slide head, sets the card up. Full pickup into the wall break. Bro, he just gave him the card too, didn't even need it.
Exactly, he said, here's my business card, save it for later. All right, Garuda Tumble bring you all the way over to the corner. Aboii wants to bring this to a game 5, but again, so cognizant of the armor every time. The RC Shamsy with the big $20. All right, RC Mistfinder, can you close it out? The Wild Assault is not enough.
No, but he just needs to find that one more hit, right? Oh my God! He's still in this, as the meter spends it. He's not able to get the kill. Garuda again. keeping the pressure up. White Wild Assault, he's just trying to make anything connect, and he loses by the skin of his teeth. Papple with the 3-1. The house always wins, Jason. Character in a game, but I also see Zero saying, where's Raven? I actually feel like Raven has a really good shot. I'm not gonna lie.
True.
After seeing Elphelt and how Elphelt plays, I feel like Raven has a decent shot. But here we go. First match of top 8 winners. Lolo immediately starting off with the White Wild Assault. Just wants to completely skip neutral altogether.
Bro, he said, I'm good. Taking Gobo's advice. There is nothing on this Goldlewis champion that could be called quote-unquote neutral. Lolo's saying, hey, SQ, have you seen these White Wild Assault buffs? And she's like, yeah, I think I have. But still able to weather the storm and use the Red Wild Assault of her own to bring Lolo all the way over to the corner.
All right, here we go. Scores a knockdown. SQ now getting the opportunity to run some offense. Ooh, interesting clash there with the JD and 6B.
Ooh, counter hit JS brings you over to the corner. It's a light confirm into the Daro, but still, that corner positioning is the main thing that you're looking for, right? Just trying to keep Lolo locked down, build up that risk, so when he finally gets opened up, it's going to do a ton of damage.
Oh, behind the back with the Rekka immediately into the Gamma Ray. Hard knockdown situation here. I like that just going for Rock, right? Especially the fact that Lolo already committed to the PRC Super.
Sometimes you just gotta keep it simple, right? Put the rock behind you, it's all good. Oh, deflect shield gives you one more chance to breathe. I like the super jump IAD out.
Blocks the YRC. This is a huge starter now. Yep, that's dead. Thanks to the wall bounce.
All of the time in the world. All the airtime in the world to be able to seal it out there. First round to Lolo. Is that the Goldlewis shimmy I see? The dash block?
The shimmy Hoss.
This Hoss can move. Kind of crazy he did 4 wild assaults that round. True. I mean, you got to utilize your meter however you're feeling. PRC super for the back throw.
Yeah, with the jump scare there. Now your back is up against the wall, but a beautiful jump out from SQ. Immediately goes for the side swap after the RC. That's going to be... Oh, no, we go for the reset with the rock. Didn't want to go for the positive bonus.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to wait for a little bit more meter just to make sure that you had it, you know, checkmate ready right for the wall break. But now you've used so much of that meter that you were trying to save just to try and FD out that chip damage on the Skyfish. So again, opening up Lolo. Do you hero burst? No, I don't think so.
Oh, not at all, but damn, right there at the end, actually catching Lolo with the Rekka, which built up enough meter for the RC. That was huge. Woo.
268 on the wake up, getting scooped here. SQ, help!
So lucky that the wall broke there because he would have gotten turned into a Twitter clip.
Absolutely.
And that's still going to be a perfect there for Lolo with game number 1 down.
The Twitter clip in question. Is this character broken? The wall is, and so is the HP bar, I'll tell you what. But Lolo is only up 1 game. It's already a pretty close set, and we're only 1 game in. So let's see if Ram, and specifically SQ, is able to tie it back up.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking incredibly solid here. Of course, this always has been a kind of a difficult matchup for Goldlewis. Particularly when he's put into the corner too, right? Because he has such a hard time dealing with the sword explosion, being a big body character in general. Again, not having a double jump, so has to super jump, and just having a little bit of a slower dash speed.
Yeah, his mobility is pretty rough, so even if he is trying to get the dash blocks out, it's not really going to get you a lot of distance. Knockdown from SQ. Not feeling too bad about using all that burst because immediately you're just trying to go for that positive bonus and get the full 100 meter in the bank. Refresh the TV already. Over half of your burst is already back here and still has so much meter in the tank.
Yep, a back throw now comes from Lolo. Immediately burst to stay aggressive. So smart though from SQ to immediately utilize the deflect shield to escape. You see, all they had to do is change it a little bit, make it more consistent. We've seen more deflect shield tonight than we've seen in any bracket since Season 3 started.
Exactly, like combined, you know, and the consistency on it is definitely something that's, oh no, you got caught out with a sword explosion on the way over. But yeah, that deflect shield into the super jump IAD out is so huge for SQ, right? You really do not want to be locked down against Goldlewis in the corner. So if you can leverage 50 bursts to try and get out instead of having to wait for 100, that's perfect. Slashing on through, gets opened up by the flip kick, but only leaves you a little plus on hit. It's not a full confirm.
All right, Scamboliini with the Rekkas. Oh, we were trying to go for the side swap combo there. Smart from Lolo to burst early on, make sure it didn't happen. Now, once again, in the driver's seat, in control. Great throw tech.
Oh, I almost thought you weren't going to get the side switch there, but right as the close slash came out, immediately getting that side swap. Again, resetting into the rock to make sure that you're able to kill off of this next wall break.
Look at this.
Ooh.
Lolo was trying to chase SQ up to the skies, but said, forget it. I'm just going to hit close slash with the anti-air, able to close out the round.
Slashing on through with the Behemoth Typhoon, ties it up, and Lolo wants to put another on the board.
All right, hard knockdown here after the super, or excuse me, the wild assault.
Yeah, BRC into the empty low as well. Lolo holding on to the burst, but finally gonna let it rock. No meter to your name as you're locked down in this corner. This is really difficult to try and get out as SQ has 50 in the bank to close it out with the Mortabato.
Beautiful stuff there. Perfect from Lolo. Man, these sets are going back and forth all night tonight. So competitive here. Just shows how healthy Strive is right now and how great the balance is that we've seen such incredible character variety across the board.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, we saw a couple Elphelts in the beginning there. You know, we saw some Soul and some Geo as well, but otherwise it's been so back and forth with the character variety over here at TNS number 99. So I hope you guys are enjoying at home as well, watching along. All right, nice recognition of the deflect shield from Lolo. That's been something that SQ has been leveraging a ton in the past couple games to try and escape the corner. Still gets caught out in the scramble afterwards, but at least they're not getting counter hit for it.
Yeah, but now you're still going to get sent through the wall. No, SQ once again opting to not break the wall. I think that's smart not to go back to neutral against Lolo, right? Just keep Goldlewis in the corner, locked down and jailed.
Exactly, and it's not like Ram doesn't have good neutral buttons, but because she knows that Lolo has been so smart about leveraging the tools that Goldlewis has, she does not want to give him any opportunity unless it's a hard knockdown. Right, again, super jump JP out of the corner.
Looks like we got Chipp there though at the end, unfortunately.
Yeah. Slashing on through with the flip kick. Gets a slot of corner carry, even if it doesn't actively open up Lolo. That H-sword was a little high, and now Lolo pulls off for the 2P pressure afterwards.
I have to imagine that is definitely a misinput with a point-blank starfish like that. Or skyfish, excuse me.
Exactly. That's probably not what you're looking for. I see Bedless in the chat. They were already saying, oh man, I'm seeing a lot of misinputs from Lolo. Maybe it's the tournament nerves and winner's side top 8 here. You gotta be able to clutch up if you want to get a game on SQ again.
Oh, there we go. Able to knock out of the corner. Gets the side swap too with the low Behemoth Typhoon. Plus frames for Daze. Keep it up.
Yep,
I like it.
FD to try and space yourself out. It's good enough.
Still in such a strong position, and there it is. Overhead Behemoth Typhoon. Lolo tying up the rounds. We're still one apiece.
Yep, tapped on the dome with the 8-6-2. There we go. One round away to try and break the tie here. Oh, okay. Interesting mash on the 6B there. I like it. Tried to space out with the FD to make sure that you can force a whiff. Behemoth Typhoon on the way down, doesn't quite find its mark, and now you're holding Ram corner pressure.
Whoa, point blank sword just like that.
Dude, help me. Oh, nice. I like the use of the deflect shield there in particular because you don't have to worry about the high-low, right? And because it's active for so long, you're spending 50 bursts to not have to block that mix-up, but still gets opened up here. Wake up, Lolo.
No, SQ just for good measure, closing things out with the super. Now has a 2-1 lead on Lolo here in the first match of our top 8.
Yeah, game number 1, it was looking pretty rough for SQ. Lolo definitely ran away with that first game, just showing us how much damage Goldlewis is able to pump out, especially when you get away with a lot of this White Wild assaults. But it seems like SQ has really tightened it up, just not even giving Lolo the opportunity to try and leverage that strike invul, just constantly taking to the skies and making him feel very defensive about his burst usage.
Yeah, for sure, and a lot of interesting offensive options too, like the run-up point-blank sword throw, right? Not instead buffering it behind a normal to force Lolo into block first.
Oh, forced to block the drone, but actually goes for the back throw afterwards. That is a bold choice from SQ. Predicted that there would be a gap there from Lolo's pressure. Oh no, but the White Wild Assault gets you that knockdown towards the corner once again for a Kara Behemoth Typhoon.
Yeah, off of the fast BRC. You know how much execution that takes to do the Kara Behemoth Typhoon off of a BRC like that?
I'm saying, bro.
Here we go.
Big Body's kind of got the execution requirement, absolutely, and putting the drone on the screen after that throw.
Ooh, gets caught this time though thanks to the 5K. Just SQ checking Lolo with it. And now just like that, with one block string, you're pushed all the way back into the corner once again. Has full security engaged, but needs space to use it. Nice! Oh. With the BRC super swings, goes right through the sword and scores a back throw. And that's going to be the round. Lolo takes it to game 5.
Dude.
Bro, I'm sweating.
I wrote this whole narrative. Oh man, SQ's really got the momentum. Is going crazy. Lolo's dropping a lot of stuff right now. It's, you know, it's seeming so much in her favor. And then Lolo checks into the stream. He's like, what's J2 saying about me now? I'm sure he only has nice things to say. What? Let me prove him wrong real quick and bring us over to game number 5. Hold up. Turn down the stream as we head into the last game here, trying to move on to winners finals.
What did we say about RedIamNot? The sleeper cell activated?
Exactly, yeah. That one was the perfect. I don't know what the sleeper word was for Lolo, but he is definitely woke now.
I like the spacing here as well. Able to actually catch SQ on the way out. And then the wall right there, yep, just going to go for the windshield wiper, squeeze as much damage as possible out of that situation. But now we are back to neutral, and that's not where SQ wants to be against Lolo.
Yeah, it's like you were mentioning earlier, right? A lot of times she was trying to keep the corner without breaking the wall to make sure that she didn't have to play that mid-screen neutral against Goldlewis. And again, she's still having to use so many resources just to push him to the corner, not even open him up yet.
Oh, trying to chase up with the JD, but SQ is already ready in the air-to-air situation thanks to that JS. Ooh. Oh, looked like we tried to go for maybe another PRC super situation for Lolo, but the fast RC from SQ blew it up.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit too slow on the input there. SQ pulls up the first 5D that I think we've seen during the set, and now Lolo one more round away from falling here to the loser side.
But Lolo with a massive life advantage here. Could easily take this to final game, final round. Just has to find that single touch. Oh, and spinning the burst like that is scary.
Yeah, the ID back Behemoth and then the double backdash, but still, all of these things have just walked you over to the corner, which is exactly where SQ wants you to be.
And there we go, the BRC super failing once again here. SQ has Lolo stuck between a rock and a hard place. But, oh, beautiful. Gets the cross up, and we're going to final game, final round.
This is the one to see who moves on to winners finals. It was so smart from Lolo. SQ had her swords just stuck in the corner, so immediately taking that opportunity to fight back.
The amount of C-Flex shields we have been seeing tonight paying off in dividends, but SQ wants to close it out right now, does not want to give Lolo another chance. There's the hard knockdown with the super, approaches cautiously, and ends up with a trade. And this might be it.
That caution's gonna put you in a coffin. No, BRC to bit on the YRC. You fall just in time, and windshield wiper closes it out for SQ to move on to winners finals.
Anji and Johnny in a top 8 with over 200 players. What more could you want? Strive's the best it's ever been. There's the back throw from Eddventure. Immediately goes for the OTG close slash.
Right, burst right out of the butterfly, does not want to have to hold any of that pressure. Immediately the TK misfinder, but Eddventure tries to hold on strong to the defense, but the low forces out the burst.
All right, but there's the overhead coming through. Remember, overhead is going to be even more potent now when Anji doesn't have meter. Of course, you don't get much off of it, but the threat of that low is so huge, right? That now you can afford to go for those overheads and just keep the pressure going.
See to keep that pressure going, just like you're saying, the card right behind you, empty Misfinder cancel, and immediately just retreating all the way to the full screen. So even if that Misfinder happens to hit on the spin, you have all the time in the world to recover.
Oh, and those fast RCs too, off of the air deal.
Ooh.
Nice, immediately checking with the 5K, the tips of the toes there to take the first round.
There we go, and it's already off to an explosive start. I can't believe that was only the first round of this set. Papple immediately pulling up with the IAD. Right behind you, you gotta be scared of the low Misfinder. No, but the TK right after, especially with the RC. Scary. Eddventure down quite a bit of health, trying to wait for that burst to come back up, but I don't know. Papple might just close out the round before you even get a chance. No, the Wild Assault brings us all the way over to the other side.
Yep, and gonna break the wall with the super too. Hard knockdown for Eddventure. Still has a long way to make this comeback though. Papple's sitting on full burst and 100 meter. Immediately wakes up with the super, but RC's to get the throw.
Oh, baits on the parry as well. The card behind you for the pickup. Tried to bait out the hero burst one more time, but no, Eddventure holds on.
And immediately rises to the occasion with the JK. Also, this Johnny color for some reason is giving me Captain Harlow vibes. Or Harlock, Captain Harlock vibes.
Exactly, and they're kind of matching as well.
It's probably the red on the inside.
I see. Chat, tell Jobber if he's spitting or if he's, you know, getting some stuff out of thin air here. We got the Misfinders coming out of thin air as well to try and control the space as Papple pulls up with a Wild Assault. Double Wild Assault brings us all the way to the corner, and look at that risk.
Oh yeah, but that ain't gonna stop you though, even with the deflect shield. Tries to go for the low with the Nagihan, not gonna work. RC, yep, you still have to get guard broken even if you RC there. Does it save you?
Yeah, the late PRC did not give you enough time to try and go for a throw punish in between that gap. You gotta hold the Midare, and now stuck in the corner, but a back throw brings it right back in your favor. Oh.
You gotta stay outside of that low range, that stun dipper.
The card was still there. Eddventure tried to fight his way back out of the corner, but no, just gets pushed right back with the RCs and the card waiting for you with that Misfinder conversion.
For any aspiring Johnny players out there, this is a tournament to go back and watch, all right? Because the way that Papple is moving, the way he is setting up his cards, the way he is structuring his offense, sometimes realizing, all right, you know what? I've kind of hung up close to them a bit much. Let me just back up and toss a card, you know?
Yeah.
Just reset things all together. Make it a little scary for them to even move forward.
Yeah, Papple has been doing a really good job of switching up the playstyle from aggression to immediately just going full screen, right? We'll see him do a double Wild Assault pressure sequence and then double Misfinder dash himself back out to the full screen. So it's really just keeping Eddventure on his toes. Mugen hop for the corner kick. Wait. Oh my god, he's so dead. He's more than dead. There's extra damage on the table and he's still dead. Damn! All right, quick round for Ed.
Yeah, just kind of running away with that one. I like it, trying to cover a little bit of the neutral there with the butterfly.
Stuck in the corner. Like we were saying before, right? You know, the difference between, you know, the mid and the high level Johnny is the way that you're flowing with the movement. In this second round here, I feel like Papple is kind of getting locked down by the way that Eddventure is holding the space.
Yeah, that's definitely where Johnny suffers, right? Is movement. His movement definitely takes a lot of work to make smooth. And if you can lock him down, he doesn't have the reversal options to really get you off. Again, also a slower character when it comes to his buttons, but one well-placed IED, and immediately Papple right back in the driver's seat again.
Damn, JKJD, and then tries to catch out a frame trap challenge with the TK Misfinder, but no, Eddventure is not gonna bite.
Great backdash there too on the S Misfinder attempt. Those fast RCs into the 6K just to keep the pressure up. All these backdashes too. He's just moving in and out, but this time he's gonna get caught.
Yeah, the movement, unfortunately, just not quite as crisp in this game number 2, and Eddventure taking full advantage to tie up the set count.
I would not be surprised if most of these games in top 8 end up going the distance here.
Yeah.
And an update, quick breaking news. Aboii did defeat Marvello to qualify for top 8 on the loser side. So look at that. We have 2 Goldlewises, a Ram, a Johnny, an Anji, a Potemkin.
And now the Potemkin. Yep.
This is a crazy top 8.
We have it stacked for the character variety, so I'm sure you guys will be very excited to rewatch the VOD, but we are watching it live right now. Game number 3, Eddventure versus Papple, trying to see who moves on to the winners finals.
Oh, anti-air close slash, huge pickup there. Yeah, I don't blame Eddventure for spending. He burst immediately. Oh, got the low, but a little too far away. This time you're gonna get the pickup. Nice stuff. Just wants to immediately go into the super to get the wall break here, get that positive bonus on lock.
Spin the fans, get the hard knockdown, pull up for the close slash, but no, even the advancing movement on the Fujin was not enough to catch up on all the space the deflect shield made.
Uh-oh, yeah, but reversal super straight through the missed finer.
Nagiha from downtown, but Eddventure not trying to be too greedy with the pickups there, right? Because he's trying to play spaced out with the jump scare distance on the pseudo Anji stun dipper. So immediately just opting for the Oki. I agree.
And Nagiha is so safe now.
Yeah.
It's so safe that you can really just use it to skip through neutral.
Exactly. I mean, it's still -7, right? But at the range that you're trying to use it, how fast is your move that's actually going to be able to reach at that distance? And especially when Eddventure is representing the late PRC off it as well, you're scared to try and mash after.
Yeah, but also you see the pushback on it too?
Yeah.
It's definitely difficult to punish in a lot of situations. So here we go. Hard knockdown though for Eddventure in a very strong situation, but PRC Super gets the back throw. That's the Faust mind right there.
Yep, first to try and keep the corner here. Tries to be greedy with their resets. No anti-airs from Eddventure. We do have YRC to bring you back down to the ground. Still a huge health lead, but oh no! I loved the misfiner back to try and bait it out, but Spin was still rapidly approaching your location.
Like a locomotive.
I'm saying, bro, like a heat-seeking missile. Predator missile inbound, and that Predator missile is Eddventure, who just needs one more game to move on to winners finals.
Yeah, Anji, he's cooking. He's cooking this patch. Yeah. I'm just saying. I felt like Anji was one of those characters where if you just give him a couple changes, he'll be absurd. And I think we've kind of reached that point.
T Legend asks, I haven't played this game for a while. Does the game still have high damage? When Eddventure... When Eddventure gets a hit, I encourage you to look at Papple's health bar. That will answer your question. All right, card behind you. No, but just running right under. I like that choice from Eddventure. Don't even want to have to deal with the misfiner conversions.
There we go, straight into the super. It has a lot of damage, but in some cases, it does less damage, you know?
Scaling will really do that to you, yep.
Let's see how much we can squeeze out here. Go straight into the Wild Assault, and Eddventure really starting to run away with this. The snowball is building up. 2K 2D stuffs out. It looked like was the PRC probably going to come out from Papple.
Yeah, I have to imagine that's what it was, but gets caught up by the 2K 2D. All right, round on the board for Eddventure. Set point with the Nagiha forcing out the burst, especially when you're at the corner, right? Even if it's just Oki and no combo afterwards, you do not want to have to worry about that. Try and fight for your life and the screen positioning.
There we go, hand him the card. It's the Joker. Immediately goes for the safe jump in. But now that we've built up that meter, gotta be careful. Nice 6P there.
Yeah, nice
immediately slides right on in, and now you're going through the wall. Are we gonna spend the Wild Assault? No, we don't. We just go for the 5H instead. Wants to hold on to that burst in case things get a little dicey.
Man, Papple bold for pulling up with the throw, but no, just tries to go for the strike right after the parry, waiting for you with that 50 meter and Eddventure sank.
Gotta watch out. There's the throw. But doesn't have the meter to close it out.
Oh, and the mid-fighter, the TK!
TK Misfighter, such a strong tool. Eddventure still sitting at set point, though, and has full burst going into this round. That's huge. Look at that. Right on in, gets the full confirm.
Damn, Damn, the pickup into the Wild Assault as well. It really doesn't do a lot of damage, but at least it gets you that positive bonus. This really enables Eddventure to just start swinging with the Nagiha from full screen and PRC to stay safe as well. See, he just did it again. Come up 6H into the Wild Assault. Papple trying to bait something out, and now 50 less meter in the bank of Eddventure. Still gets the Midare though.
Here we go. Immediately goes low into the RC. We've kind of conditioned with the low so often now that I think if Eddventure builds up a meter, the overhead might be a good call.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't.
But now we have the Wild Assault to keep the combo going. You're still going to get the wall break, but instead opts to keep the corner. I agree. You know you're not going to kill off that wall break.
What a PRC to catch the deflect shield, but he's able to block the overhead. This is a punish. Sets up the card into a full confirm for trying to get the wall break.
MidiMugen is not enough. One confirm off of the card might be it with the risk. Papple wants to bring this to game 5 so bad, and his dreams are going to come true. We got one more game in the set.
His pressure with Johnny is unreal, J2. He's so smooth with it.
He's gliding. He's flowing like butter, brother. Like we were seeing a couple games where the movement was just a little bit too stiff, and Eddventure was catching you out a ton of times with the Nagia into the full confirm, but now game 5.
Legit question. Has Papple done a regular RC at all in this set? It feels like every single RC is a fast RC.
Nah, bro, he is optimized on the meter, because that's what you need to do, right? You need to optimize on the meter usage, because when that spin is approaching you from full screen, when that Nagiha is heat-seeking missile from all the way across downtown, you have to make sure that you're staying safe as much as you can with the RCs.
But all right, stuck in the corner here. How's he going to be able to escape out of this one?
Yep, plus frames with the fan, blocks the Rin off the fuzzy jump, and that's going to be the throw. It's not a punish, but still, Eddventure figured that his turn was over, and now he lost so much green positioning.
All right, but the burst comes out now. Tries to back up and create the space. Beautiful 2S. Sets up the car, but 6P's right through it.
Yeah, so it's scary to try and swing that 2S for Papple, right? Eddventure has really been representing the spin to try and condition him out of using those pokes, and it enables him to use that Nagiha, but now Eddventure playing into the RPS right now, breaks the wall, and it's set point again.
Oh, we've seen Papple make this comeback before here again, going to this next one with full burst on deck. That's a good start. Immediately pushing Eddventure to the corner, but the burst puts them out. That is so sad.
Ooh, misfinder to hold the space. Double jump. That air stall is so tricky. Trying to bait out the anti-air, and it comes up huge. Put Eddventure in the corner here, off the card knockdowns.
Oh man, the misstep forward. Able to catch the backdash this time with the 6K. Send the card out.
Joker trick, gonna do a little bit less damage, but you just want to make sure that you don't drop that confirm. Airstall misfinder.
Uh-oh, now your back is up against the wall. There's the spin through. He tried to PRC forward to get the throw, but you just can't do that. Once the spin comes through, if you RC, you're forced to block.
The card right behind you. Got to be careful. The misfinder blocks the double low, and you're still fighting back with the spin, but it's not enough.
Final game, final round. Beautiful block there on the overhead from Papple. And now the tables are turned, though. Eddventure is the one starting things off with the full burst.
Trying to swipe at Eddventure with these misfinders, with these 2S's, but again, the spin is really discouraging any of these mid-range pokes.
Ooh. Yep, it's gonna connect, bro. Those lumbars, bro.
I'm saying the flexibility on this man. He does his mobility drills every morning, stretching all the way across the screen for the Nagiha pickup.
And that's gonna be it. All she wrote. Wow, what a set between those two. Eddventure moving on to winners finals, but Papple still in it.
Neither of these players, RedIamNot, Aboii, they're fighting for their lives right now. There are no second chances after this set.
All right, here we go, though. Aboii starting off strong. Had to spend half of that first gauge for the Wild Assault, but we are trying to throw these slide heads out there, trying to get some kind of knockdown.
And knockdown, we get the drone just waiting, keeping you locked down in the corner, and we get the hard knockdown off of the super for RedIamNot. Aboii still has a decent amount of health to rock with, but RedIamNot has more than enough damage to compensate.
Yeah, but there's the wake-up goal burst. That's been the Aboii special. We've seen it all night tonight. Again, set.
Wait, there's no way this combo is right.
Bro, help!
You're kidding me. There's no way it hard knockdowns right off this. Dude! Alright, this is 9-1 pot favor. I'm calling it right now. I've seen enough.
How many Giganters are we going to get out?
Oh, sorry. Did I say 9-1 pot favor? I meant 9-1 Goldlewis. Sorry. That's what I meant to say. Matchup solved. Alright, 2 Ps. JD to try and keep the pressure going. But wait! Wild Assault!
He slides right on in. Tries to get him with the toe tap. The hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. But it's not going to work. Gets clipped by the big Behemoth Typhoon. And that's round number 1.
These fellas are swinging. This is an explosive start already. I feel like we used 800 meter just in that last round, but the armor going right through the BT, and it's just barely low angled enough that because Goldlewis is a big body, I feel like a lot of times the heat tackle is just barely gonna clip him.
Uh-oh, but here we go. Giganther again.
Dude. What's going on?
Intercontinental Potemkin missile.
Let's see how you can leverage the armor going on here. Forced to use the YRC, so now you don't have any conversion ability. And we're not going to see a Forged Gigantor, but we do have the White Wild Assault just gradually pushing RedIamNot over to this corner.
Oh my god, what timing and spacing there from Aboii. He's going to end up getting punished, though. Backdash gets caught by the far slash. Getting scooped here by these Behemoth Typhoons. Going to go all the way to the corner as well. Sets up the drone and crosses to the other side. BRC, it just mashes on 5P.
No way. Oh my god, the flick for the frame kill, just trying to keep RedIamNot locked down, and now it's tied up in the first game.
This is good. This is good.
I like that we have a White Wild Assault counter in the chat. Thanks for keeping us honest there.
Here we go, just checking with all these Behemoth Typhoons. If people want to know why this is kind of difficult for Potemkin, Behemoth Typhoon is the answer.
Yes.
Potemkin has a hard time dealing with those.
Yeah, we have some armor to try and make your way through it, but no, just gonna grab on the deflect shield. The OTG hit isn't enough to kill with the drone, but you got 100 meter in the bank, still got 50 more, and Aboii can't FD forever. RedIamNot takes game number 1.
Yeah, all that chip, but no dip here. But we are gonna dip right into the next round. I feel like I stole that from Cola.
He's got some bars.
I gotta
bars
cite my sources, all right? Gotta cite my
Exactly.
sources.
He's got the references, the MLA citation, but we got the ICPM citation. We were seeing a couple really strong heat tackles to try and leverage the armor and go through some of those Behemoth Typhoons, which historically do give Pot a lot of trouble in this matchup, but, you know, you can't just be throwing them out willy-nilly, right? Like, if it's blocked, especially grounded, not only are you putting yourself in the corner, you're also incredibly minus, right? So the punish is going to be a lot of damage on Red's side.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that RedIamNot is in the chat telling people not to cheer for him.
Guys, please, I'm nervous. I get stage fright. If you put too many RedIamNot fans in the chat, I will choke. Understood. You know, it's a personality thing. Sometimes you really want your homies to cheer you on. I think of Cherio having literally the entire state of North Carolina yelling for him at CEO Otaku, but not everybody, you know, has that main character energy. Sometimes you just want to head down, put your grind on.
Jay, so I'm feeling like season 3.5 might be big boy winter here, all right?
It might be. I think we're bulking up for the cold winter months. I think that's the vibe.
Here we go now, right back into it with Birthday Train. All right, both of them being a little bit more patient round start this time. Understandable with how explosive last round was.
6-8 to try and keep you locked down with the drone, but again, Aboii is doing such a good job of leveraging the movement side of the Mega Fist.
Bro, he said I can fly too.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can gold burst to put you back into the corner where you belong. Again, the drone just keeping you locked down. What is a man to do with no meter to his name?
That was interesting. He was either trying to fly over the drone or armor through it, but of course the drone hits multiple times, so it's not possible to armor through it like that.
Exactly. The multi-hit's so strong for just keeping all those armor options at bay.
Oh, no. Yeah, only option you would be able to combo off there was going immediately into the Skyfish. But RedIamNot opting just to hold on to the corner here for the set play.
Ooh.
Oh,
ICPM, the strongest Zep technology, I understand. But White Wild Assault, sometimes that's all you need. Oh no, and again, like we were talking about earlier, the whiff on the ICPM, it's so important to make sure that you're right on those reads. Otherwise, you're pushing yourself back to the corner and eating so much damage from Red.
I mean, there's the knockdown. Immediately gives him the two-step. And there we go, 5H. Whoa!
Oh, God.
What? Bro, you were in the corner and your health bar just vanished.
Right, Wild Assault. I think that makes double digits. We're at number 10 to close it out with the Behemoth Typhoon 2. Oh, RedIamNot is not trying to bring this to a game 4 or a game 5. He's trying to break all of these side bets. I see 40 White Wild Assaults by the end of the set, 60 White Wild Assaults. He's like, no, I'll stop it before we get to 20.
Aboii is able to keep up, though. That's the main thing you have to keep in mind.
Yeah.
He's able to keep up. He's able to make these comebacks. He just can't close out the rounds, right? He can't keep RedIamNot locked down in the corner, and that's kind of been the detriment. He's getting him there, which is huge, but RedIamNot is just getting out for free, unscathed in a lot of situations.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that one round, right, where it was, Gigantor into the heat tackle, into Gigantor again, but it's so hard to try and set up that pseudo checkmate situation when you need the meter to win the neutral in the first place.
We are flying. Oh, 11. 12.
12. Oh my god. Dude, Red is letting it rock with the fuzzy as well after the BRC. Help it, guys. I think we've lost track. I think we are at 12 right now.
Oh, but there's a block in the air. Immediately gets the counter with the 2P.
Yep.
Bro, this is just so hard for Aboii to fight back.
Damn, with the OTG, we are on set point for Red.
There we go. Immediately with the heat tackle. Nice jump over the Garuda there. 2H hits raw. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, that is a huge call out on the Garuda after the heat tackle. Just knows, okay, I know you're not that advantaged. You have time where you're recovering as well. This Garuda is fake. Let me jump right on out. And one last hit. I don't know, 8boy, you have the burst, but what are you going to make of it? You have one more White Wild Assault, but it's scary now. No more resources to your name.
14 Wild Assaults, and that's going to be it. OTG. We end it with 14 in a great run from Aboii.
To the other side of losers, top 8. As far as this conversation goes, I feel like Trevor is just trying to get out, of the conversation, stay at arm's distance, but Dany's like, no, let me talk to you. Let me pull up from the full screen and try and go for a crazy grab. But again, Trevor Tsu is just so good at maintaining that space, not committing too hard to trying to control any particular space, but just keeping you honest on how you approach.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the flip side here, Dany is doing a really good job utilizing the fireball game, right? Oh, he tries to go for the DP. That was a really interesting call out. Fortunately, didn't work. And look at that, getting tornado routes already.
Right up with the stun edge. Got to keep it careful.
Oh, tries to go for the throw, but there's the Kai shimmy. Straight to your doom with the Sacred Edge. But yeah, Dany also does a fantastic job at utilizing the fireball game, too, to kind of prevent Trevor from throwing out those buttons a lot in neutral, right? Especially his air fireballs. I feel like Dany has the best air fireballs out of any Kai currently in Stride.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, he does have the Shoto kit, but I feel like you're saying, the stun edges, aside from, charge stun edge to try and break the wall with Shock State and, against some of these big body matchups, Dany utilizes them really strong, not only to maintain space against, zoners, but also use them as approach tools as well to cover some space.
Absolutely. And that was a ton of damage getting dumped out onto Axel there as well. Trevor immediately going for the fully charged tornado, and that actually does suck the opponent in when they get a little close. There's the 5D, immediate burst. Dany still wants this.
A hero burst if I've ever seen one, but the hero of El Maza is trying to make sure we do not make it to a second round here. Wants to close it out, but no, gets a little bit too greedy to try and catch out a poke, but you had 100 meter behind it. You might as well.
Yep, oh, but the whiff dire eclair there means that 2P is going to be able to get the punish, and Trevor closes out the round. Both of them fighting tooth and nail just to get game number 1. These sets have been so close.
Yeah, Trevor has the burst advantage as well. Even if Dany is able to make his way back in, you still have a full burst meter to make your way through.
Slowly just whittling down. Yeah, Dany was just trying to find the right opportunity to flip on in to try and get close in that danger zone, right?
Yep. And especially with the dash momentum too, the Fuja arc travels quite a bit across the screen, which can be very good to try and make your approach, but in a situation like that where Trevor Tsu knows what you're looking for, immediately goes for the 2K to low profile it, and now your back is to the corner again.
Look at that danger penalty coming through, negative penalty. But wow, we did not get the momentum we wanted on that, but you know what? Spend the burst, why not?
Oh my god. You know, on your way back down, the anti-anti-air that nobody is expecting is the gold burst, right? Puts them back into the corner as well and gives you all the meter you need to close out the round. We were pretty close to that negative penalty. I know Trevor Tsu in particular likes to play on the razor's edge as far as, you know, playing that keep away game, and doesn't, you know, surprisingly, a lot of times when negative penalty shows up on the screen as a warning, a lot of players immediately start panicking and then running in to their own detriment. But Trevor is able to maintain, you know, that presence of mind, that ability not to panic, and seals out game number 1.
Well, another great buff too, kind of one that's a little more unspoken, right? Especially in regards to Axel or Trevor's playstyle, is that now when the danger penalty or danger pops up on your corner, threatening you with the negative penalty, you don't lose as much tension pulse as you used to before.
Yeah. So it's not an immediate, you know, even on the warning, you're not losing quite as much. You have a little bit of time to weigh your options. Do I really need this meter to close out the round? Or is this the game plan I need to close it out? 5P counter hit to another 5P. There we go.
Yeah, after the hero burst from Dany too, so going into this next round with no burst on deck, that is massive for Trevor. Trying to get this 2-0 lead, but, oh yes, burst, not allowing Dany to get the positive bonus. So smart from Trevor.
Yep, keeping it even on the burst right now, and the meter as well. That Rensen pull in brings you all the way over to the corner. Now it's positive bonus for Trevor.
That's so much damage on the deck. No shimmy this time. Trevor's seen that trick once before, but is going to get clipped by the mortal counter 2H. Oh my god, you're dead.
What? What happened with the wrist cranked up? Dany brings it back.
2H starter, counter
okay.
hit. Sounds about right, sounds about right.
Yeah, we're piecing it together. I understand what happened. Shock state Bujar, get your plus frames, king. There you go, 50 meter, 50 burst for Dany. Wants to try and close it out. Maybe strip some burst from Trevor here off the stun edge RC, or stun dipper RC.
Yeah, that was a beautiful punish too, right? That's the problem with Axel. Axel, whenever he ends Snail, if it gets blocked, Kai can just kind of punish it for free in most cases. Stun dipper is so good for that, whether it be air or ground.
Slashing on through with the 2H, tries to control the space with that stun dipper, but PRC gives you more than enough time to catch that throw in. Scary, not a lot of help for Trevor.
Yeah, just trying to poke out here, make anything connect, but yeah, there it is, that 1-2H. Dany was able to call it out, gets the run-up throw, and now we are tied 1 apiece.
That's the crazy thing about Dany, right? A lot of times, you know, first round, first game, we'll see his opponent just doing such a good job of almost kind of policing how aggressive Dany is playing. And because they lean into that playstyle, oh, okay, I'm up a game. This is the playstyle that I need to kind of corral how aggressive Dany is trying to play. Then he brings it back a little bit. You know, he runs up for the shimmy, gets a huge counter hit 2H to kill you at a percentage where you didn't even think it was possibly lethal. And now you're thinking, oh, okay. Now he's representing both sides of the coin here. Now I don't know what to commit to as far as controlling the space in the mid-screen.
Yeah, very well said, absolutely. But we'll just have to see if we can push our way through that mid-screen, right?
Yep.
Especially for Dany here. Wants to push the way through, get up close, because that's where Kai is going to be able to really capitalize. I mean, that's, you know, it speaks for itself. You're going up against the zoner character, but here we go, clothesline from hell.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting that we're talking about approaches, because now Trevor is switching up his own playstyle, right? We're so used to Axel playing the ID back keep away, but now trying to actively push Dany back to the corner with a lot of these dash-in JSs.
Oh, okay, BRC, a little bit of a scrambly situation.
Dash on through with a wild assault. I don't think this quite kills, but damn, is it close. State applied.
Yeah, narrowly avoided that bar slash, but did get caught by the stun dipper.
Around start with the far slash, just trying to hold on to that mid-range. Again, Trevor Tsu really leaning into the IEDs to try and keep Dany actively locked down in this corner.
Oh, but here we go. Full confirm there off the wild assault. Still is able to hold on to the wall. Huge RC, you're dead.
No way we're going to see the perfect. Close it out with the rainwater. Trevor Tsu fights back.
7 golden letters. God save the queen. All right.
Playing a little slower now. We're seeing a lot of the ID backs just trying to counter poke each other out.
Nice 2v5. Nearly goes for the OTG right into the Renson setup. Pushing Kai all the way full screen.
Yeah, that first game we were seeing Trevor be a lot more measured with how he was trying to control this space, but now he is constantly just trying to have a hitbox out so Dany cannot take any free space. Still gets caught out though.
Ride the lightning.
Immediately, the last 30 seconds, that life lead just gets evened out so hard off of the counter hit. The RC off the stun dipper. Yep, you have to force out the burst, otherwise that kills.
Into one vision. We might have this. Bomber. No, too much scaling even with the wall break, unfortunately. And now we're back to neutral one last time. J2 rising. JH tries to go for the grab.
Why the salt reaches, but it's not enough to confirm, but the reset. 5P whiff to throw, and Dany is up 2-1. The anti-air wild assault jump scared me too. I'll tell you what.
This is going to be the death of me. This top 8's going to be the death of me, J2.
Dude, we're barely even halfway through, and I feel like my heart is going to explode out of my chest. These sets are so back and forth. Every time we think it's a sweep, we make it to 2-1. Every time we think it's a reverse sweep, we make it to game number 5. Every single time. These players want to give us amazing action, and I can't complain.
Absolutely. So let's support them as while we can. Make sure to jump into that Matcherino and check it out. Exclamation point Matcherino. Cross up JH counter hit.
JD for the air stall air dash right in your face with a shock state as well. Trevor Tsu down so much health and no burst for it either.
Hard knockdown, goes for the run up. Meaty 5K actually didn't get it medium, bro. He didn't have to walk on him like that.
Oh,
Dany.
No. The slow walk up, the Dio approach. All right,
Damn,
set
he
point.
does kind of walk like that.
I'm saying, bro. Never see them in the same room, but the only one with the one vision is Trevor Tsu trying to stop time and trying to stop Dany from running away with the set. That was a crazy extended hurt box interaction, I'll tell you what.
Oh, wow, look at that again.
Oh my god, what's going on? Playing the spacing game right now, JSIB.
Oh no, too far away to actually go into any special moves to connect off the 6K. That's RC, great block on the overhead, but oh my god, your health bar. Your health bar. Counter hit 6H is the highest damage starter for Kai.
Yeah, even up the life lead. These are both one-touch situations at the meter that you have right now, but this is going to be riding the lightning into the wall break for Dany to move on 3-1 to losers top 6. A crazy read with the 50 meter in the bank, but their best to stay in the bracket, but only one can leave as we head into losers side top 6. Lolo versus Red. And immediately taking these guys with the red or with the white wild assault. Guys, up the counter. We're at number 3, and it's only been 10 seconds. Help me. Right, overhead behemoth to try and get some plus frames here. JD into the dash. Yeah, I mean, if you're so plus, sometimes you got to try and be greedy with your turn. Oh my god, help me. Hoss and bigger Hoss? So shout out to production real quick with a hard knockdown. Positive bonus on the side of Lolo. Set the drone, but it's Star Wars, the Drone Wars. Coming up huge, 2K OTG into the dash. First round to Lolo. Whose meat is meatier? That's a question I'm not equipped to answer. Oh no, the 2K is gonna whip right under that Behemoth Typhoon. All right, Lolo again off to such a strong start. Lolo in the neutral color as well, red and the pink. Wait, red and the pink? Red isn't rocking the red Goldlewis color? I just realized. It's a little evil of you, brother. Right, set the drone on the screen. JS to try and hold down that airspace. And again, another white wild assault. We're at number 4, I gotta say. It's the lighting, bro. Trust. True. Oh, they're not red. True, true. But you are holding a lot of plus frames from Lolo's advance right now in the drone. Edges you out of that straight hit as well. Don't think that was supposed to be the air Behemoth Typhoon. I imagine it was the standing BT misinput, which, you know, we saw in the previous sets, which is why we're in the losers with Lolo right now anyway. And Red ties it up. Lolo is player 1, it's true. Is Elphelt allowed? Yes. Alright, punch it on through, tied up on the round count, no burst available.
swinging hunks of metal there. There's the overhead. Immediately tries to check with the low, but a great backdash from RedIamNot. Not able to backdash this one, though. That is a blue beat combo.
That's gotta hurt, both mentally and physically. You are one hit away, but there's always White Wild Assault if nobody got me. 50 meter in the bank of both of these players right now. You gotta be afraid of the reversal super, but no, the YRC. Oh no, that tumble state, that's unfortunate. Okay.
Yeah, back to neutral, and there we go. Fishing with the coffin. RedIamNot taking game number 1.
That was so smart. After the wall break, with the 684 right at the tipper spacing, you knew you had the RC behind it. And worst case, if it's blocked, you start your turn with the chip damage as well. So that was looking so in the favor of Lolo, but Red just barely able to bring it back.
And watching all of this Guilty Gear just makes me want to hop right online right now.
I'm
ready to just jump off commentary and hop online because I am itching for some games, but we're not done yet. Here we go. Bro, Texan Bubba?
What's going on? Yo, Lucas is over there just making stuff up for these player tags. And you know what? I'm here for it. Shout out production. What is Blue Beat? It's when a combo is technically, you know, escapable or techable, but you did not make your way on out. So it's an invalid combo.
There we go. Tries to go for the 6H to cash. Takes the skies with the JS.
Oh my god, with the air back scratcher into fast RC BT again to keep the pressure up. Red, what's going on? I don't think OTG Behemoth kills, but chip damage is a factor now.
Uh-oh, but there we go. Back throw. This is the opportunity now for Lolo. Just needs to find one more confirm, but down with the system. Fully charged.
Now, before we had the Elphelt Death Metal Screech, we had good old country yelling with the down with the system. There we go. Another round on the board for RedIamNot.
This match gets my southern blood pumping, Jatsu.
I'm saying, bro. My southern drawl might just come out. Tell you what. All right, 6H into the minigun, just trying to get some space over here in the mid screen, and White Wild Assault gets you all the room you need.
Yep, drop down into the corner there. Oh no, you tried to press on Wake Up. Gets the wall spot. I think Lolo was trying to go for down with the system there, but unfortunately just got the 2P instead.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Maybe you missed one crucial direction in the input, but still, it means you had more than enough meter to close out the round post wall break. Hey, JD's from the top rope.
What's the Wild Assault count at now?
We gotta be at least 11. I've lost track, but I'm sure the chat has been keeping track. All right. Countering close slash. I wonder what we were looking for there. Maybe PRC back throw.
All right, but there we go. Wild Assault right on in. That's the drone coming home.
2v2v Behemoth just trying to add these micro delays to see if Red is gonna mash.
Oh no, yeah, you're about to get, that's gonna be blocked. But not too big of a punish thanks to the drone.
Yeah, makes it so you didn't even have time to PRC, but it was a small punish, but still kept you locked down in the corner. Enough time for Lolo to tie it up 1-1.
Incredible stuff there. Zero, that is a crazy sentence. I'm not reading it. Find God.
This whole X on my Y shenanigans, I feel like we've become so funny, it's looped back around to being hilarious.
Oh, but here
Good for you. I love that for you.
Right into the next match. The matches do not stop. The Goldlewises do not stop. But only one Goldlewis can remain in bracket, Jatsu.
It's true. They're fighting for the next stage here, fighting to try and make it into loser semis. Lolo, Hank, and RedIamNot Bill? Huh?
You know what, RedIamNot? I'm about to kick your ass. But right now, RedIamNot is the one doing the butt kick in there. Lolo unable to escape, and there's the perfect.
I sell Typhoons and Typhoon accessories. Another round on the board for Red here. Flashing on through, yep. Off of that Behemoth Typhoon knockdown, you do not want to have to hold that Oki situation. Immediate burst out.
Oh, tries to go for the wild assault there, but RedIamNot recognizing the pattern, jumping right over it. And now, once again, Lolo stuck in the corner. No pickup, though, with the 6H. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I have to imagine that's another misinput. See, but you're still able to close it out here, break out the wall. All good, all good. Jump over the White Wild Assault as well, and with the RC. There we go, seal it out into a game. We are up 2-1 red.
Yeah, RedIamNot really doing a great job at figuring out the habits of Lolo, right? We saw that jump over the Wild Assault to immediately get the punish, and also just the pressure in the corner has been unstoppable. That's really where Lolo has been crumpling. It feels like whoever gets the other one in the corner first, that's the one who's more likely to take the round, because, again, Goldlewis isn't great at dealing with his own tools.
Exactly. He doesn't have a meterless invincible reversal. His, mashes can be pretty slow. 2P, of course, if you're able to land it, you are able to confirm into the Behemoth Typhoon knockdown of your own, but still, it's scary to try and match that when the risk is a huge counter hit and wall break.
And we got 1,400 people in here watching Goldlewis mirrors in top 8. Oh no, this input there, we unfortunately got the jump. RC catches you landing with the low.
Yep. And 684 into the drone, brings you over to the corner, but a drone of your own brings you back to the mid-screen. No! It's a swap on the corner altogether.
All right, RC gets the low this time here, immediately into the close slash, and that's going to be... No! Man, I forget, he's a big hoss there, has 1 HP left.
But we sent that man to space. Houston, we have a problem. Call in the aerial support, the extraterrestrial laser from the top rope. This country Daisuke song is scarily appropriate for the mirror, I gotta say.
Coming home from Rev 2.
Ooh, mash right into the 2P, keeps you locked down with the White Wild Assault, 50 meter to your name.
Yeah, not gonna be able to get the kill here, but again, breaking the wall. White Wild Assault again, just scoring that knockdown, catches the backdash with the overhead Behemoth Typhoon. Oh, too far away, too slow to get the 2S, unfortunately. Bro, this
that air YRC as well.
This set's making me lose my composure, Jatsu.
I'm saying I might just break into the Kansai dialect. All the way over to the corner, 2S Behemoth Typhoon IB, but that just keeps him even closer for the Kara.
Yeah, now things aren't looking good for Lolo. There's the RC, about to get burst back, and it's blocked. RedIamNot is gonna take it with the perfect over Lolo.
The HP looking Lolo. RedIamNot moves on to lose a decent amount of tempo. I imagine those stun edges, pretty low recovery once they're finally out on the screen. So that's a lot of room for Dany to start running up. So let's see how Papple is going to be able to try and hold that space as we head into game number 1. Some Kai versus Johnny action.
Here we go. Yeah, I like it. Papple immediately disengaging a little bit, trying to create some space, right? That's going to be smart in this matchup. You don't want to be boxing with Kai.
Ooh. Oh no, the triple misfire, and Dany just pulls up in the corner with the direct clap, but it's all good. It's just a frame kill at the end of the day.
All right, taking to the skies. Man, again, just the delayed misfire. He likes to hold that stance in the air to delay the fall.
Damn, the air mid misfire is a huge commitment to bring Dany back down to the ground, but what do you really get out of it if he's just blocking it anyway? Right at the lightning for the wall break all the way from mid-screen.
Yeah, we might be throwing out these misfires a little too willy-nilly, right? That's really allowing Dany to squeeze on in and get that offense started. Goldburst is going to whiff. That's really unfortunate here. Dany letting the Wild Assault rip. Wants to get that wall break. There it is.
Wild Assault, optimize the damage, hard knockdown, 50 in the tank as far as meter goes, and about to be another 50. But no, Papple just gonna slash on out with a far slash.
Stun Dipper. Yeah, things are not looking too good for Papple right now. It does have 50 meter, but you're about to get... Oh, we don't go for the super for the knockdown. We want to hold on to the meter possibly for a Stun Dipper.
I guess so. Maybe trying, knows that it wasn't going to be able to kill, so you just want to have the resource in the bank to checkmate Papple. Goes for the instant burst, thinking, oh man, maybe you're going to think I'm not going to bait it, and then, layer 3, layer 4. No. You had the RC, keep it simple. Dany puts a game on the board.
Smart to hold on to the RC there, right? You've already been winning so consistently in neutral. and holding on to it for a situation like that to bait out the burst. That was a high-level decision-making there from Dany. So now we're going to move on straight into game number 2.
Exactly. If you're confident in the neutral, you would rather have it be a little more juiced for the conversion afterwards, rather than spend the 50 and then have to do, 3-4 hits in a block string to get that same meter back off the knockdown.
For sure. And now Papple once again in a familiar situation. Wow, counter hit, Wild Assault.
So much health lost on Papple's side. The tap on the dome with the JS. No burst on either side, but plus frames catching out the backdash from Papple. Man, Kai just has so many long-range moves to use off of those plus frame opportunities that it can really feel so suffocating to try and use that backwards movement.
Yeah, and Kai also having a reversal. I mean, his neutral is already incredible, right? He's a king in neutral. He's got a reversal option. It really gives him a lot of tools to deal with Johnny. So far, Papple really hasn't been able to get anything started. Hasn't been able to get a solid knockdown and force Dany to block some of these cards.
Yeah, again, a lot of these misfinders, you're getting the right angle, you're estimating where Dany is on the screen, but he's doing such a good job of using the evasive maneuvers of Kai, the Fuja arc, the stun dipper, to just barely weasel his way in regardless.
Yeah, and that's a quick 2-0 so far right here from Dany. Papple just really unable to find the right hand to get started, right?
Tomahawk stun dipper, my beloved. This is the most fast player thing I've heard all evening. But you know what? I get it, right? The advancing empty low is a little crazy because there's been so much respect to give in off of, JH, JS just keeping up so much space in the skies, and especially the air dash in, JD just keeping up the turn so often that you're, stand blocking to try and keep your turn up, and all of a sudden your toes are broken with Stun Dipper RC.
Yeah, and of course, we talked multiple times about how Johnny does have some decent recovery on his normals, right? Meaning that Dany, who's constantly trying to move forward, constantly trying to find those openings to punish you, he's going to take advantage of that.
Shock state applied, stuck in the corner, plus frames off the bit. No, just going to go for the fast RC for that low mix-up anyway.
Yeah, diabolical.
A wild assault. Let's see what you can make out of it. But no, the defense from Dany. We talk so often about how aggressive he is as a player, but also is able to hold on so strong without needing to commit to a DP.
Yeah, and another empty jump low. Scum Dipper means that we're going to put ourselves at set point.
Dany is speedrunning it right now. He's tired of all these game 5s. He's like, no. I got to show you my performance over at Battle Coliseum and all of these TNSs. Show you why I'm a multiple-time champion. 50% burst available, but you're also losing 50% of your health. Put the J's in the chat.
That's my name.
Or put the whole ASCII. I won't complain on that one. That's extra credit as far as I'm concerned. And Papple is trying to get some extra meter here to keep Dany locked down. Are you going to bite on a DP? We haven't seen one this entire set.
Yeah, this is the kind of pressure he's been wanting to see here. And there we go, off the PRC. Gets the misfire into a perfect 3.
Right. Tied up on the round count. It's still set point for Dany here, but finally seeing some signs of life. Papple turning up the aggression to absolute 11 and trying to keep the pressure going. But no, Dany gets a beautifully placed 6B.
Yeah, and the thing about all that, it was a lot of aggression, right? But it was just a whole lot of mids and a few lows. Nothing to really be scared about from Papple, right? No TK overheads, nothing. And now Dany ready to close it out here, gets the wall splat. Sacred Edge isn't enough to get the kill.
Oh, I think Rise of Lightning might just barely have been able to Guts Crush there, but Papple has one more opportunity, one more lease on life. You have a Wild Assault and a Dream. What can you make of it?
He's out of meter. And there it is. Ride the Lightning. 3-0 Royal Flush from Dany. Gonna eliminate Papple from the bracket.
YouTube channel with the sub too.
But now it's time. We've been up. We started with 8, and now we are down to 4 here, and we're going to kick things off in winners finals with SQ versus Eddventure. It's going to be Anji versus Ram. All right, here we go. Immediately, Eddventure starting off a little bit aggressive there, trying to go for the 2Ps to check SQ, stop her from getting any offense started. Already proven to be a bit of a wall, too, with a well-placed 6P placement. Wow, great getting the wall splat there with the 2P. If Anji wins this tournament, I just want you all to know. There's like a conversation has to be had. But there's the wall break from Eddventure. Gets the knockdown. Run up throw. Gets scooped. That's round 1 down. Get that guard break there with the Midare. But mortal counter off the 5H. Incredible conversion there from SQ. And the hard knockdown situation tries to go for a little bit of a shimmy there. You see stopping in her tracks, calling out the rock though. Ooh, PRC into the JK overhead. Eddventure pulling out some tricky stuff. Yeah, delayed overhead. When you have the 50-meter available, it makes the threat of the overhead low mix-up so terrifying, right? That buff Nagiha is insane. Now getting just a full combo with no meter available. But now, once that meter is on deck, you have to think to yourself, all right, 50 meters, does that mean the overhead's coming? But he doesn't even really need the meter to get me into a combo. So it adds even more to that mental stack that you have to deal with when you are blocking Anji. It's so terrifying.
Yep, terrifying indeed. We saw that black bar over the newest DLC too. I was like, oh, who could that character be? It's literally just a black bar over Elphelt's portrait. But heading into game number 2, let's see it.
All right, round start situation again. Eddventure trying to be aggressive. Oh, thrown right out of your Fujin attempt.
Yep, sword toss into flip kick for so many plus frames, just keeping you locked down in the corner, but no back throw incident. All right, there we go with a counter hit as well, immediately confirm into the super.
Just like that, things are a little bit more even now. Great defense we're seeing here from Eddventure, but that risk gauge is starting to build up, spinning through the sword. But the counter hit's going to connect, forcing the burst out finally. Scoop.
Damn, the double jump scoop from the top rope. There we go. Tied up on the life count here, but that throw whip is going to spell your doom. It's so scaled, but oh no. Oh, no.
Yeah. You gotta remember, Anji does have those Japanese guts. He is healthy. Midare spins straight through the sword explosion too, and there it is, overhead with no meter available. And that's where it becomes so scary, right? You condition your opponent with the threat of the low, and you just let it rip.
Absolutely terrifying. Eddventure able to survive, not only enough to live, but enough to bring the round back. But we've seen this situation before, locked down in the corner. Ed, how are you gonna get out?
Oh, clip by the low this time. No swords available, but no problem.
Exactly. You still got your normals. You still got your training. Enough to hold on. Blocks the Rin as well and able to get a punish. We are tied up on the round count.
Beautiful stuff there. But remember, Eddventure still up a game here, so this is a really pivotal round for SQ, right? To try and tie things up 1-1, not allowing Eddventure to run away with too much of a lead. And punishing the block again. That's the second time we've seen that in this set.
Yeah, beautiful react to try and steal that turn back and escape the corner. Eddventure so woke to it, especially when there's so many other things on the mental stack that Ram is able to represent. Especially when her back is to the corner, you know you can focus on that rock.
Anji 6P, kind of nice.
I'm saying, bro. Anji looking a little strong this version, but Ed looking even stronger, just trying to close it out with one more Nagiha, but the butterfly is all you need to go 2-0.
Yeah, and so SQ was unable to put the brakes onto Eddventure, right? Eddventure getting a really substantial lead here. 2-0 is huge. That's putting SQ in a really uncomfortable position, having to make this reverse 3-0, especially with how hard to predict Eddventure is being in neutral, right? He's being so active in neutral, lots of backdashes too, creating space. The threat of Nagiha, just from out of nowhere, is always going to be in the back of your mind.
Yeah, it's terrifying because, you know, you're trying to lock down Eddventure. You're gradually trying to push him over to the corner so that you can start playing the Ram Sword Toss Rock RPS that you are so used to, builds up the risk, and then be able to, you know, 1 or 2 shot him. But as soon as he's able to escape, and because, like you're saying, he's making so much space with that backdash, he's able to recover it with the Nagiha and, you know, from the Fujin, it is terrifying to commit to any particular match.
SQ is committing to the Wild Assault there at round start. Spending all of the burst just to make sure we get that positive bonus and the hard knockdown, right? We'll get some of that burst gauge back in the meantime, along with nearly 100 meter.
So much meter in the bank, but still not enough to keep the Koi Fish away. That guard crush situation after the guard point. I feel like we're 3 for 3 for IDing the rocks at this point. Like you were saying, Ed is just so woke, looking for that animation every time. Oh, no, it just barely doesn't reach.
Oh, and here we go. Take it to the skies. There's that JD bounced off the wall. And I love utilizing the butterfly to prevent SQ from jumping out of the pressure, right? That's what you're seeing now from Eddventure. The butterfly is catching SQ whenever she tries to leap.
2S reset, no special cancel, just trying to keep this turn up, but no, SQ falls at the 1 HP. What incarnation is this fish dipper? I'm sure Anji's got a little bit of Southern Belle in him, but he is definitely losing quite a bit of HP. He's got the guts, but HP rapidly falling. SQ pumping out damage right now and has the corner situation with the sword explosions just waiting for you on the other side. This is the win con that SQ is looking for.
A nice backdash there again. Trying to create a little bit of space, but SQ capitalizing on the situation, going straight into the Gamma Ray, and that's going to be around. No, it won't. Never mind.
Okay, the close slash seals it out. I really thought off the Gamma Ray too. I was like, you know, he's got the guts, but we have the guts crush, but still, you know, sometimes those abs can really weather the storm. Tied up on the round count here, still set point for Eddventure.
Oh, and the burst is gonna be baited out here. Straight to the super, gonna deal a decent chunk of damage.
Ooh. For the close slash still. Oh no, that's a big whiff on the 5H. Even with all that range on that button, Eddventure just waiting for the whiff punish.
Gotta watch out here. We don't have any meter to really work with. SQ spends the BRC, gets a touch to get some offense start, but there we go. Midare spinning right through.
Again, the jump over the rock. I feel like we're 4 for 4. No, but it might not be enough.
Oh, still those Japanese guts, Tsu.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't go for the Wild Assault for the hard knockdown, but I guess with the parry behind it, you're scared, right? So you just want to keep all that burst available. And SQ puts a game on the board.
Yeah, and that's the start, right? 1 foot through the door. Now we got to take an inch and go a mile here.
Yeah, and it's scary. There's a lot of health and defense to work through on Anji. So even though SQ is so optimized, right? So many of these sequences and patterns that she's able to try and checkmate her opponents, Ed is just doing such a good job of calling out a lot of these resets. The rocks really have just not been making their mark. And now SQ has the game on the board, but still in general, struggling to keep Ed locked down.
Hey, this is a fantastic start now for SQ. With the gold burst, baits out the burst from Eddventure, and this could be the beginning of the end.
Yep. Okay, Ko does keep you locked down, especially in the corner, right? I feel like the RPS is a lot more weighted. A lot of times, I've been seeing him jump out and risk the IAD in the mid-screen or with SQ's back to the corner, but now you have so little health to your name. 50% meter is all you got.
Yeah, and the moment that we get that meter, we're forced to spend it to be defensive, right? SQ immediately answering back, says, you got one, I got one better. Unrelenting when it comes to the pressure. I really love spending the YRC in response to the YRC.
Yep. Trade the meter usage if you know it's going to be able to seal out the round. The 2S into the spin. I thought we would get a punish from Ed there, but no, it's not enough. The sword explosion medias you, just keeping you locked down.
Nice check there with the 2P.
Yep.
Okay, we didn't actually go for the Midare in that situation, right? Again, if you PRC on the spin and Midare is coming out, you're forced to block it.
Yep. So scary. The gap is so small, so you still have to be careful. Far slash for the wall stick immediately into the super. Hey, guess we're around here. Still got the burst. Yep, hero burst. Not on the table here. Just trying to keep it for that next round.
Nice with the micro dashes here. one thing that's so smart about Eddventure, great awareness, he knows exactly how far to dash to avoid the sword explosion, right? That just comes from so much experience in this matchup.
Yep, and that's so important. If you're able to make your way out of one of the most oppressive situations, that sword corner RPS, you know, you're definitely able to hold your own here. And oh my god, the damage! You were able to confirm off of the Eddventure moves on to winner's side grand finals.
Right into it.
Duel 1.
A banger song as well. Pull up the crawl for losing semis, and immediately that's one on the White Wild Assault.
Yep, invincible. Why not? Goes for 2 right off the bat. And I completely agree with it, right? You just circumvent neutral. You try to get into Goldlewis's, what's the word that was really popular? Win condition.
Yeah.
You try to get into Goldlewis's win condition right away by circumventing any sense of neutral with that White Wild Assault round start.
Oh my god. And it's like you were saying, right? Just such good use of the 684. Right at the spacings where Dany thinks that he's safe to approach, and then immediately you're getting caught in that knockdown or round-ending situation. And we're also in a situation to thank Ocarina for the 4 months tier 3. Thank you so much.
Yep, we appreciate you. The Rising JP nearly got the combo off of Dany on the drone, but we're going to set up the drone once again. Double overhead, OTG with the stomp. RedIamNot just trying to run wild with it. Empty jump.
God. A little tomahawk throw action. Just take to the skies, try and wait for a DP, and if not, we're taking it back down to the ground with a throw to end the first game in an absolute speedrun. But we have seen this story before from Dany, where the first game seems like an absolute domination, where Dylan Klassen contributes $10 to the Matcherino, and then we thank him with all of our hearts for his generosity. And then Dany levels up, gets the download, and immediately goes for the reverse sweep. So let's see if Red can keep this momentum going into game number 2.
All right, this time he tries to jump forward. Fends the burst immediately upon the first touch. And look at Dany just bunny hopping with the fireballs there. Doesn't want to deal with the drone at all.
Oh, he's taken to the skies. It was like we were mentioning before, right? Yeah, we think of him as this really aggressive player, but also he's able to play really strong keep away and annoy you with a lot of this usage of the air projectiles.
Yeah, for sure. All right, close slash delays here. Nice, finally gets the check with the 2P. Oh no.
So that help lead we had earlier, you know, that was simply a concept. It was an idea, and I like the choice not to break with the White Wild Assault. You know, Dany has so much meter behind him. You might as well just say,
don't burst, don't burst. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it.
Yeah, you're already stuck in the corner anyway. You might as well just hold on to it, see if Dany goes for a really committal burst bait. Not that he's really the type to go for it, but just on the off chance he gives you the choice. Oh my god. So the buff on the distance and the speed for White Wild Assault is generally a buff in 99% of cases, but it does make the throw reaction just a little bit more viable.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge thing here. Speaking of huge, here comes the huge uppercut set through the wall, and that's going to be the round.
Dude, it had the base boosted screen shake and everything too. Dany was like, help me.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Clashing with the 6P, he was already buffering in another Behemoth Typhoon. Massive confirmed. There's the run-up throw.
Yeah, with the
Big
drone
Millia
going right past you, you were scared of the meaty.
Stomping on the Scum Dipper.
Stepping on the Tims. Yep, you have to burst there just to make sure you stay alive for one more touch. 100 meter to your name, 1 HP, and a dream is all you got in the inventory. Main character, what are you gonna do?
Look at the patience here from RedIamNot. RedIamNot knows he cannot overextend. Trying to take the meter away from Dany. That's actually a really smart decision. And there it is, 2S breaking his knees.
A second game on the board for Red. And I definitely agree. Calling it back to, oh, it's such a good decision because you see that Dany is right at the threshold for the 50% meter. He can do Stun Dipper RC. He can dash in and maybe try and bait out an anti-air and get the pressure started from there. But if he's forced to FD, because otherwise the chip damage would have killed him at that low health, now there's so many less things for you to worry about.
Yeah, it was just really great to have that awareness in a situation like this.
Yep.
You know, this late into the bracket there, recognizing that so late in the round on top of it. There we go, 2P gets the confirm, knockdown, send out the drone.
All All right. White Wild Assault knockdown in the corner. Opened up with a JD. So much health lost from Dany. Red is on a tear right now.
Oh no, you can't escape. That Wild Assault is going to keep you jailed right there in the corner.
God, you guys in the chat are right. We are protecting the president with this one, but this is the king. The civil war we got going on here.
Right, moving on in. Well, hey, you know how it went last time. Oh, wait, no, he's French. I was going to say the British. Dang.
Exactly. We're all good. We're all good. Oh, but I love the use of the throw RC just to avoid the cinematic of the laser, but it's not enough. Such smart ideas, but that trade there is enough to put Red on set point.
Trying to go for the low Behemoth Typhoon that time. What a clash. Dany coming out on top. Goes for the Wild Assault to take away a little bit of that burst, but RedIamNot is so good at finding the right gap to score the 2P. It's all about those 2P placements for Goldlewis. That is like the that's the bread and butter of his defense.
Exactly. The light confirm into the knockdown win con. Caught out with the far slash right after the Wild Assault. Now we have Shock State. Hard knockdown here. Dany does not want to go out just yet.
Yeah, and there we go. 5B hits its mark. That's going to be a round here for Dany. Ending things with the dire eclair.
Still set point for Red. Has the burst advantage as well. White Wild Assault, no! Just gonna jump right on over. Oh my god, the 2K reached!
Oh yeah, the While Rising JS.
So I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Sacred Edge to apply the Shock State once again. Are we gonna see Fuja arc for the plus frames? Indeed we are. Keep you locked down with the 2K.
That's the second time we've seen Fuja Arc come out now. We got to be careful about being too obvious with that, right? You can react to Fuja Arc with Super. Speaking of reacting.
Yeah, beautiful choice. So the PRC Super knows that you're going to try and bait it out with a safe kick 5K.
IRC. What? Deflect shield when they're that close to the wall? I don't know about that one, but it was kind of sick. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out. Dany gets a point on the board and stays alive.
Curious choice. I think I get the idea behind the decision. You're kind of hoping, oh, okay, maybe there's just barely enough space such that whatever Dany is going to try and do next, there's enough room for me to try and react or maybe match out with a 6P. Maybe if he tries going for a grab reset, you know, he whiffs throw and doesn't even realize the deflect shield. But still, Dany has been so cognizant of every time that Red is looking for the deflect shield, immediately stopping the block string, making sure that he's not giving Red an opportunity to go for that whiff punish.
I have to wonder if maybe, because you know, you're constantly churning Behemoth Typhoon or buffering that. Yeah. I have to wonder if it was just a misinput. We were trying to do back throw, and we just got the quarter circle backwards.
Maybe.
Either way, RedIamNot doesn't seem to have slowed down one bit here. Oh, hero burst. He said, you know what? Yeah, you got that one. My bad.
Exactly. Yeah, even off of the trade there, you are forced to burst if you want to stay alive in that round, but still, Dany, it's a really bold burst, especially when the life lead was that big, and now no burst to your name. You have to win this one without any of the Wild Assault resources. Oh.
Yeah, just didn't want to deal with the drone at all. Understandable completely, but now you put yourself into the corner, right? Wild Assault preventing you from jumping out.
Goodness golly, help me. Even with the wall stick giving you a little bit of burst back, it's still not enough for the full bar. You have a wild deflect and a dream, but no, the OTG BT moves Red on to the losers finals. 3-1 over Dany. Can hold his own, or if Escu's going to start looping the sword explosions like we've seen so many times before.
Already, Red is on the defensive here. Finds just the tip of the JD, but it is too far away to hit that far slash. Could have been a really good way to start some potential offense. Now, once again, just stuck blocking all of this pressure.
You air block the JP just to get caught by the sword explosion on the way back, and now SQ with the windshield wiper as positive bonus. Oh, jeez.
Blue beat confirmed, just casual 60% of your health bar.
I'm saying. But still, slashing on through with the far slash into wild assault, 100 meter to your name.
Yeah, and you saw RedIamNot did try to go for the reversal super PRC there, but did get snuffed out of it.
Ooh. Wild assault, leverage the strike invul, and the OTG seals out the first round.
Yeah, and Red trying to come back with a vengeance here. 6P hitting from that far away with Goldlewis. Times really have changed.
We used to be a country, but now we got the rocks behind us, keeping us locked down in the corner. How is an honest man to escape? Calvados is going to bring you to the next stage.
Means SQ could just go for run-up buttons here. Oh, okay, yeah, run-up, stop a little short there, trying to get the shimmy in.
Yep. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah. TRC brings you back down to the ground. Yep, set at the rock. Don't try and go for OTG when you know it's not going to kill. Actually taking this chip though, forced to use the FD, which means you don't have any meter to try and wiggle your way back out. Round to SQ. Holding on to the burst though. Smart from Red, not trying to panic. Oh.
Ooh, okay, nice there with the deflect shield. Just avoiding the low altogether, gets the mortal counter. Back up against the wall now for RedIamNot. No meter to save you here. Just has to find a right. Woo, and there it is. Empty jump low is all you needed. Send out the drone. Make sure we can get back to neutral.
Yeah, that 2K2D, it hit airborne, so unfortunately it didn't give you the hard knockdown that you're looking for. And off of the scramble, SQ takes a solid 50%. Ooh. Flashing on through, 5H to keep you locked down. Beautiful jump over, great recognition of the White Wild Assault that Red has been using to try and get out of the corner, but still, it's not enough. Another White Wild Assault in your future.
Oh, and there it is. PRC Super able to score the throw, set up the drone again. Oh no! That was so tragic. The burst available on the cross-up.
Yep. And if you were just a little bit closer to the corner with that drone call into throw, it might have been able to combo into a situation so much worse for SQ. But just barely, that game of inches gave SQ the opportunity, the space that she needed to scramble back out and seal out game number 1.
Yeah, taking miles along with it there. Now let's see if RedIamNot can steal themselves here. Don't want to get caught in your own feelings. I know that can definitely hurt to be that close.
Yeah.
But we got to keep our head cool. Keep our hands warm, and let's go.
Exactly. Clear the mind. Reset. I got a full burst bar once again. And that means 2 White Wild Assaults to put you back into the corner here with the drone pressure. 50% to your name. But I think we hold on. No. Oh, okay. We do hold on to it. Interesting. I wonder what we're going to see post-wall break.
Oh, okay. Just a beam of Typhoon, able to catch SQ.
Quick first round, full stick of butter. Don't even need it for the next one. Down on the burst advantage, but you have all the time in the world to try and wait it out. And the air behemoth Typhoon, a strong, very committal air-to-air, does catch out SQ.
All right, let's go to throw. OTG, set up the rock again. Bro, how did you escape? Help. Help.
Dude, it's the double Vine Boom, the double rock reset just right behind you. What is a man supposed to do? Surely SQ wouldn't be greedy for the turn to build up that much risk. Oh, the strike invul just going right through the border bottom. It's not a super active invincible reversal. And SQ gonna fall. We are tied up 1-1 here in the losers finals.
Let me take a look at these sets really quick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of them in loser side have been 3-1, but it feels like they've been going the distance, just how long these sets have been going on. And your Zord coming through with the raid. Thank you so much for the support. Lots of love from all of you tonight. We appreciate it.
Damn, the big 86. We're over here at TNS number 9. We're in our final top 3 matches. We got losers finals here, game number 3, and it is an exciting one. Already super back and forth, so thank you guys for joining through. Double White Wild Assault. I feel like every single game, Red has immediately just decided to go for the full burst commitment to try and push SQ to the corner.
I mean, it is definitely, trying to get immediately into that win condition, right? You want to push them into a situation where they have no advantage, and Goldlewis can just push his offense at the best possible moments.
Ooh, tried to slash on through with that heavy slash, but no, Red is just going to pull up with a throw.
And see, RC, this is exactly why RedIamNot is so willing to spend that, right? Just being able to put your opponent back up against the wall and force them to block all these Behemoth Typhoons is huge, but it comes with the risk. SQ has been so good at escaping and turning the tide.
Yeah, and now no burst to your name to try and escape. You have to use the deflect shield, but is it going to be enough? You're still back up to the wall. Goldlewis not the fastest member in the cast to be able to dash block his way back out of the sword explosion RPS. Ooh. But a little cross up, back scratcher, BT sometimes is all you need to seal out the round. We're even on the burst. White Wild Assault, save me. Save me, White Wild Assault.
White Wild Assault.
Save.
Look at this, God, help! Help! What do you do?
Dude, there's no burst to save you now, I'll tell you what. But you do build it up off of getting wall stuck, so you gotta pay for your life with it. Like a full burst available. There's no way you do wake up White Wild Assault, right? Okay.
Nah, we're holding on.
Hold on. Okay. That round was purely to build up a little bit more burst from the first one. I understand. I get it.
Oh, that
from the 684.
super jump there at the start from SQ just to force the Behemoth Typhoon to whiff. That was a huge decision.
Yeah. Taking to the skies could have been a huge anti-air if Red was just waiting for it, but no, knew that he was going to try and mash and try and get that immediate advantage from the round start.
Sage. ERC. Oh, tries to jump out, but immediately gets jailed in by the run-up 5P check. And there we
2K.
go.
5D puts a game on the board. If the windshield wiper is enough with a fixed wall break damage, it is 2-1. Needs one more to move on back to the grand finals for that run back against Eddventure.
Yeah, that run back is definitely what SQ is hungry for, but I know RedIamNot is definitely hungry to get into grand finals as well.
Yep. Wants to guarantee that top 2 placement. You've already made it this far. You've taken some rounds, you've taken a game, and you do not want your journey to end here.
Let's see, can we dig deep? Can we dig deep and find a way to take down SQ's Ram? There's the immediate check at round start with the 2K. RedIamNot with a check of his own.
See it. What depths does the soul of a big hoss have? That counter hit, unfortunately, just a little bit too far for SQ to get the full confirm. But what's unfortunate is Red being stuck in this corner situation. What are we going to do? Gamble with the White Wild Assault or try and use a deflect shield to get a whiff? No, just go for the back throw. Keep it simple.
Able to block the super there, too. Not the biggest punish, but that is okay. We're still able to take the round.
Behind the back, up in front, down low. We're looking Elphelt Rekka with his BTs right now. And I'm not trying to put another game on the board, but the JD whiffs. And slashing on through with the 5D. Yeah, you're not going to be able to get the meter knockdown here, but you do at least get positive bonus. It's going to be 50 burst, 50 meter in just a second, unless you get caught out with anti-air 5P.
All right, there's the RC again, trying to chase up to the skies with the JP here. It's so hard, though. SQ is staying at a range that Goldlewis cannot reach, but you can reach with the Behemoth Typhoon, all right.
Tried to go a little crazy with the 2P whiff setup, but no, SQ is just going to punish you with that back throw. Tried to shimmy at the back throw attempt. No, but just falling JS. And again, we're on set point for SQ. Launch on through JP into the standing 5P.
6P. There we go, taking a little bit of that burst away, but we still had enough for the White Wild Assault. Tried to throw it out.
All right, nice jump over the rock, but still it puts your back to the corner slowly but surely. We have so much time for SQ to run up and start this corner pressure. Dash up for the rock.
Look at these little shimmies you're seeing too, right? Trying to catch RedIamNot running out. Again, just stuck when he has no meter, no wall assault. What do you do?
Man, it does a grip of damage. Goldlewis got a lot of health, but that risk was full red. I am not, and I am not having a great time. Stuck in this corner with no resources to my name. All I have is the FD. This counter hit should seal it out for SQ to move on to loser side of Grand Finals.
Anymore because SQ is bringing out the Elphelt Valentine in Grand Finals here.
Alrighty, let me sit up in my gamer posture. I really didn't think that we were going to see any Elphelt over here in this top 8, but SQ, coming in from loser, she doesn't even have the benefit of that winner's side cushion for the extra set. She is believing in the Elphelt right now, and I'm excited to see it. How are we going to leverage that Rekka?
This is a brand new matchup too, right? Might be trying to leverage on matchup unfamiliarity here for Eddventure. We'll have to see how it's going to play out. So far, Spin has already beaten out a couple of different things, including the Bridal Express. There's the 6P hitting its mark.
Counter hit. I like that little delay to try and make SQ look for a back throw, look for a mash out to try and escape. BRC gives you so much time.
Oh, backdash does get caught. Man, that 2P of Anji reaches so incredibly far.
Yeah. Right, deflect shield. Oh, but that's scary, right? You're actually pretty scared to try and go for the whip punish there because you know how far Nagiha is actually able to reach.
Yeah, great challenge with the 6P as well on the Pineberry setup. Oh, he doesn't want to deal with the gun at all.
Even the counter hit bar slash unfortunately wasn't enough. Eddventure able to burst to keep the corner and gonna be able to break the wall off it as well.
Fully charged 5D, buckle up.
Jump it on over with the Pineberry. Oh, take to the skies. I love the double jump back. JH, the full counter hit lets you get a conversion over to the corner. Throw the parry as well, but we're not going to go for the RC. We want to go for that super wall break.
There it is, Magical Girl. Hit him with the die. But it's still not enough to get the kill, even with the wall break. BRC to make sure we can see what the mix-up is. Yep, again, caught trying to backdash there, bringing out the overhead string of the Rekka. Reaches so far.
Here we go, and it took us towards the end of the second round to even see a lot of that Rekka coming into use, right? And that just shows how strong Eddventure is at maintaining that space, making it so difficult for SQ to even get in that effective range.
Here we go, Super is going to be able to break the wall now. Hard knockdown positive bonus for Eddventure. Still has 50 burst on deck, so you're going to get a substantial amount of that, but the wake-up PRC there from SQ.
Into the Bridal Express, the out of order Miss Charlotte just pulling up with the RC from downtown. SQ, can you bring this round back?
Whoa, flying right underneath, but still gonna get caught by that 5H, and probably gonna get sent through the wall here too. No, instead decides to keep the pressure up in the corner, resetting with these Pineberry mix-ups.
Oh, but the counter hit off of the blue wild assault wasn't quite enough to keep the combo going. Tried to go for a reset, but this should be enough. The Bridal Express RC, and SQ puts a game on the board.
SQ trying to rewrite history here, change the future.
Change the future, no Trunks. But hey, the character swap coming in from the loser's side, that's pretty bold, right? Because you know that she's been so warmed up on the ramp throughout her entire winners and losers run in the top 8, trying to prepare. So switching up that mental, even if you had a little bit of time to hop into the training mode, trusting that you're able to bring it for grand finals time, very bold.
2K2D forces the burst very early out there from Eddventure. Nice throw tech, but still, all this damage is starting to add up. We are spinning through everything. All forms of artillery.
Ooh. Yeah, caught out of the skies though. That anti-air is going to do quite a grip of damage. Elphelt, not the tankiest character in the game, forced to use the meter for the YRC, which means these Rekkas are not going to do a lot of damage. So we're really just focusing on the Pineberry resets.
Yeah, but that BRC immediately into the air throw was beautiful, shutting down the Pineberry mix-up. Oh, fast RC low. Not going to work out still. Nice jump over, but still gets caught by the 6P.
Yeah, tries to go for the JH on the other side. I wonder if JS might have hit low enough to counter even the 6P by just hitting low enough, but tries to go for the reset here, making sure to play around Eddventure's burst, but we're gonna be a hero. No!
Oh, RC and the Pine Berry was able to chip out, it looked like.
Yeah. Just barely gets another round on the board.
Oh, this is
seeing a lot of neutral jump JH as well, just to try and keep this space when Eddventure tries to swing at the skies.
Interesting trade there. Immediately goes for the YRC. Pineberry makes him again. This time with the JD is going to be blocked. Scooped. Oh, big jump into empty low. Very nice stuff there from Eddventure. Going to break the wall here to get that hard knockdown and a positive bonus. Let's see now. Just immediately goes for run up close slash. And the low this time. Yep, gonna catch Eddventure. What? Excuse me, gonna catch SQ. She was probably expecting the overhead to come through.
Yeah, maybe trying to go for a fuzzy block situation there to catch the high and the low, but that's when the delay low becomes so scary, especially now that it's a combo tool in and out of the corner.
Oh, this time faking out to go for the overhead. And that should be the kill here, putting Eddventure 1-1.
Tied up here with the perfect. And I mean, we're already 2 games in, but I still can't believe when we sat down 4 hours ago for TNS Drive number 99, I was not expecting 1 to have SQ coming in from the loser's side, and 2 to have Anji coming in from the winner's side of grand finals, and for it to be Elphelt versus Anji. This I could not have predicted. I'll be real.
Yeah, this is a incredible bracket. One of the most exciting Strive brackets I've been able to watch here on TNS.
Also, now comes Ram. No, I actually thought this would also be the character swap, but no, SQ is sticking to her guns quite literally with the Elphelt right now. Oh, finally opens you up, commits really hard to the extra Rekka, and when you have that 50 meter behind it, you might as well.
Damage on deck already. Go straight into the Rekka. Now, there are a few buttons that you can go into the Rekka without being 6P'd out of or 5P'd out of. 5H is one of them. So SQ answering back with a perfect of her own.
Yeah, Eddventure, the only way he's going to be able to get out of 5H Rekka is if he uses an invincible reversal, right? So whether that's, you know, the parry or even tries to go for a deflect shield into a whiff, but still, without leveraging some of those resources, it's going to be scary if SQ is even able to get him to block a 5H.
Backdash is going to be caught here. Look at this pressure. Eddventure just getting knowledge checked right now. Bridal Express putting you right back where you started.
Yeah, gonna confirm it to the Wild Assault. It's still not a ton of damage, especially compared to Ram, right? SQ's other pick. But still, when you get the positive bonus, just looping all of this meter into the Rekka pressure, SQ runs away with the game. We're looking at a very possible reset.
Okay. You know, we were wondering. We were like, why? We know SQ's been playing around with Elphelt, but why wasn't she bringing her out, right? Was sticking with the Ram. Making a character swap in loser side is kind of insane. Making a swap from your main to the new character in particular, right? We've seen it plenty of times where you play, you know, your secondary in winner side. The moment you get sent to losers, you switch back to your main, but never the opposite way around.
Exactly. Now you're clutching up on the secondary, but I mean, I guess you've been putting so many hours into this character, and even just stopping by SQ's stream, she's like, dude, this character is sick. Whether or not she's like a full-time main, I gotta put at least a good amount of time into her on the drop. That rebound shot, dropping you right back down to the full screen, and now gets caught out with the Rekka RC again.
Look at the way that Eddventure is just trying to close the gap here to get some pressure going. Extended run there, trying to get those steps in. Oh, fakes out. No high, no low. It's an empty mid, and it's going to connect. That's the round for Eddventure.
A beautiful catch on the fuzzy jump timing. Did not want to have to worry about the high-low. Says, no, strike will do. Caught out with the 6P. That hop's going to get you so much corner carry. Already stuck in the corner with this counter hit. Eddventure would have had the 50 meter. Unfortunate drop there, but the flex shield gives you another lease on life.
There it is, bullet for my Valentine.
Super off the record. Sometimes you gotta let the screech out. Oh, nice. I love the swing with the far slash, trying to bait out the spin, and then immediately just running up to grab it as soon as Ed reacts.
Big hard knockdown situation, just runs up immediately into the Rekka series. Yep, and I mean, good luck blocking that when you're one hit away from death.
Exactly. She had the positive bonuses. She could have RC'd anyway, but any single Rekka hit would have killed when you're at such low health. We're on reset point for SQ, and now it's one less burst to worry about. Still has to reset the bracket though, but this would be one good step.
And there's the RC4 just trying to keep the pressure up. Oh, and the shimmy! But the wall break is going to prevent any extra damage from coming through. Eddventure still not looking like he's in a good position.
Oh, PRC may have been a panic to try and keep the combo going, but still you have another in the tank to keep yourself safe from the spin.
Again, just trying to chase SQ down. Ooh. Rising JK is going to hit its mark here.
It caught on the Pineberry too, but another shimmy on the side of Eddventure says, I can do it too. A hop into the fan spin.
Oh, that's hard knockdown. No burst available for SQ. Goes for the deflect shield, wants to put us back way far at neutral. PRC gets the close slash, and Eddventure takes it to a game 5.
He is not trying to get reset this early. He is at least going to bring it to the game 5. If you're going to try and go for this reset, you got to pry it out of my cold, living 5 guts hands.
I'm going through it, bro. I'm going through it right now. We are either getting a reset or Anji. Anji is winning TNS on winner's side grand finals.
Yo, this patch goes hard. This patch actually goes unbelievably hard. And if you guys are enjoying, let us know in the chat. So we head to game number 5. We're looking for a reset or potentially the last game of TNS number 99.
Right, 6B hits its mark immediately into the OTG to get the cross up, and now your back is up against the wall and there's no burst to save you.
Ooh, spin into the grab. Okay. Keep that respect up. SQ, so scared to try and mash out. You're stuck in the corner, and any counter hit is going to do a grip of damage, so you really don't...
Oh my god. Okay, bit of a scrambling situation. Got a little squirrely there. Eddventure still putting SQ into a block string. There's the punishment with a close slash, and now, once again, bring out the rifles.
Kara super into the 21 gun salute, that death rattle. Trying to put Eddventure on his last legs here. YRC to put you back into the corner. Slash on through. No, the triple whip lead! Miss SQ, relax. You gotta slow it down. The deflect shield pushes you back out to the full screen, but
keep
still.
This white woman away from me.
White girl, do not save me, please. I beg. Tournament point for Eddventure right now. Deflect shield trying to keep you alive for one more round.
Right, there we go. Shotgun into the corner. Gonna hold on to the meter though. Great blocks. Mortal counter on the 5H. Should get sent through the wall this time. No, the shotgun doesn't get the stick. It goes immediately for the reversal super.
R slash swinging right into the parry. Gets caught out with a Nagi out, but opts not to go for the combo routing spin. Oh no. Goes right through the projectile. This is so scary. One counter hit could spell doom for SQ, but not that one.
And there it is. Eddventure should be able to close this out with the wall stick. And just like that, Eddventure is your TNS champion with Anji Mito.